timing, and we should be good to go.
Yeah. When everyone's ready,
Good to
just go ahead and
go.
give me a thumbs up, and we'll.
So,
Give you a thumbs up.
am I not able to apply my ward for now, Kai?
Says
All
it's
right.
applied to me.
I can apply it to me. I
Yeah.
can toggle me, but even when I have other people targeted, it doesn't do anything to them. Not that I see, anyway.
I think I've got it set as controlled instead of targeted, so I'd have to change the macro. But
Gotcha.
I can do it from my side. So just let me know who should have it, and I'll give it to him.
Okay.
How do I give you a thumbs up?
Type it.
I meant figuratively.
Oh. What?
There's chat bubbles.
That is great. Anyway, Kaizen's angry.
Well, that's the hold left click, and you'll do a little ping like that to see like what's over there.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the little angry emote from like anime, the little red thing on their forehead.
The vein?
Yeah.
Is there a way to change your colors?
Bleep, bleep.
Yeah, right click down on yourself in the bottom left corner,
Oh, okay.
and then player configuration or user configuration.
I don't have that.
You should. If you right click on Hindrick down there.
I see private message, edit character, edit token.
Nope. Far left, bottom of the list of players down there.
Oh, there it is. User configuration. Perfect. Cool. Let's do this. Thank you so much for the cool little toys. It's awesome.
For what's about to happen, if you click on the music notes in the top right corner, once the music starts, you'll see an individual not address bar, volume level that you'll be able to lower it if you need to.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Ooh.
Hot Rod Red.
Hot Rod Red.
All right.
What?
I looked up an RGB code for Hot Rod Red.
I think that's fuck me red.
Is there a fuck me red?
It's a Lamborghini
Probably
red.
very similar to Hot Rod Red, to be honest.
There's a fuck
Wow.
me pink.
There might be a red rocket red.
Oh, jeez.
Did you see they came up with Boob 69?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. For what color
Jason
was
sends
that?
me a
Red?
message. He's like, we have to change all the colors now.
It's like reddish, pinkish, purplish.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
I say
No.
came up with, like it was an invention or something.
I keep trying to close Edge because I'm so used to not having it running, and then I realize it's my player browser.
Might have to give people a long rest. I've been damaging people.
So we will have to initiate all rolls except for spell saving throws, and then we'll have to manually edit our health damage stuff.
There, that's Boob 69.
Awesome.
Actually, not a bad color.
Yeah, it's really not.
Can everybody, real quick, sorry, Jason, right click on your own token?
Yeah.
And do you get like the little icons around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so to do damage to yourself, you'll just type where your health is and do like -5 if you take 5 damage. You can also just type in a number and it'll set it to that.
Cool.
I think it's mostly going to be for healing, so like +8 or whatever, because Kaysen will be able to trigger most of the damage rolls. Or you can just tell us what to do and we'll do it. Okay, sorry, here we go. Yay!
It begins.
Give me 1 second to get everything set where I want it. And the Uncommon awoke from their first night back from Undermountain. Uh-oh, I lost the music.
Who mooted my cheese?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I didn't know that. I forgot I was GM. Sorry.
God, now he's got to start over.
Comfort of your own beds within Trollskull Manor on a cold, snowy day. Upon the closer inspection of the room, Todrin began to notice several things were out of place. When he asked the staff of the Restless Tavern downstairs, Floon mentioned that Rhea had tried to go upstairs once, but was stopped. Bartholomew went to the Bookworm's Treasure to copy spells, buy scrolls, and sold some magic items that were found in Undermountain. Even found a set of magical earrings that will allow the party to communicate over a distance. Meanwhile, the rest of the group went to the Temple of Beauty, where Todrin spoke to the High Priestess about a holy item the group had found while delving into the dungeon. Ayana also mentioned that the Uncommon should consider going to the Temple of the Restful Lily, a remote but popular place of the faithful of Sunni to visit in the High Forest south of Silvery Moon. That evening, the Uncommon went to the Palace of Waterdeep, where they had been summoned to speak before the Lord's Council. The Open Lord, Laurel Silverhand, and several of the masked lords of Waterdeep asked several questions about what had transpired in Skullport. Davil Starsong was also in attendance and gave a passionate statement about the Zentarim's actions and intentions within the pirate Shadowport beneath the city. Despite his impassioned speech, however, something seemed off, as if Davil was not pleased with what he had said before the masked lords. He left the palace with a smile on his face as he flipped double birds to Todrin, just had been done to him as the party delved into Undermountain.
So petty.
It was
It
unprovoked. Truly.
Vajra Safar met with the group in the entry hall and asked if the Uncommon would be interested in learning to fly griffins with the Waterdeep's Griffin Cavalry. And Ramalia Haventree was coming in as you were leaving and invited you all to a midwinter party at Oldbridger Villa. And so I'm going to continue us basically right there. Do I need to give everybody a long rest or anything? How's that, Kai? Do I need to...
Looks good to me.
We would just do it on our own.
By the way, I love that we get the straight music files now. It sounds even better than Rhythm ever did, so definitely an upgrade there. Not to speak ill of the dead, but
Jesus.
so giving myself a long rest is right there. Take a rest. Long rest. Blam. Restitutional.
Do I need to do that for everybody, or how can I give everyone a short or long rest, Kai?
Just tell us to, because we've got icons on our character
so
sheets.
It's not a me thing, it's a you thing. Okay.
Yep.
So,
It's not me. It's you.
you are currently all still standing in the grand entrance hall of the Palace of Agarhon, with the Blackstaff, Vajra Safar, and Ramalia Haventree, one of the leaders of the Harpers in Waterdeep. Lord's Council is continuing upstairs, with the masked lords tending to other important matters. And meanwhile, Vajra has asked, again, as I said, if you as members of Force Grey would be interested in training with the Griffin Cavalry. So,
What's the little purple dot in the top left of my icon?
Means Drax has you targeted.
Oh, interesting.
I do? Oh yeah, we have each other targeted.
I don't have you targeted.
Oh, you're right. You have yourself. Now it's gone. What? How do I untarget you?
Just click me. Oh, with the circle thing highlighted.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Well, I suppose that's mission accomplished here.
Couple of things.
Do,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
are there many younger, shall we say, or maybe smaller, gnomish-sized griffins available?
It's really all that matters is the size of the saddle.
You've clearly never been lost within the feathers of griffin.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know.
Wait. You have, Mortimer?
Yes. So it's saddles then. I guess we'll just get saddles then. Oh, yes, saddles.
I've
Vajra,
been... Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I've been experienced on the back of a griffin a time or two.
No.
Vajra says, if you're really worried about it, you'd have to speak to the leader of the Griffin Cavalry. I'm sure they can sort something out.
In my experience with the Griffin Cavalry, has there been anybody gnome or halfling sized? Like,
Not typically.
But they do have equipment for it?
Most of the members of the Griffin Cavalry are human, elf, half-elf, things like that.
Medium-sized.
When you
It's-
say most, does that mean they would not? Or
It's possible that they have in the past. You have not personally seen one.
okay, I haven't seen one. Got it. Well, yeah, we may have to put in a requisition for a smaller saddle. That's a good point.
There is one more thing for you, Todrin. I meant to mention this last time, but the Palace of Agarhan, where you're currently standing in the hall, has all sorts of city offices and clerks' offices and things like that that might be able to help you with your looking into
The War Dragon?
the War Dragon. Yes.
Ooh, perfect. While we're here, I want to stop by the... what's the word I'm looking for? What's the thing they do when they go to door and count people?
Survey?
Census?
The
Census.
Census office, and see if we can find out something about this War Dragon person.
All right. Give me one moment. I need to bring something up here. I forgot to bring Fantasy Grounds up because a lot of my notes are still in Fantasy Grounds. I haven't had time to move them, so give me 1 minute.
Oh,
Slacker.
Slacker.
Sorry.
In the meantime, though, I will say Ramalia. Ramalia is going to bring up a slightly different topic. She says, there's... Well, you mentioned something about Matrim. She said it's kind of gotten through the grapevine, through the Harpers.
Yeah. Sad story,
Do
that.
you know what the problem is?
I'll look over at Bert.
Intellect devourers?
She kind of nods her
Is
head.
this
She
a
says-
surprise?
She says, no, unfortunately it's not. Vajra kind of chimes in. She says, first Maloon, now Matrim. We've lost too many good people to those intellect devourers. But thank you again for seeing to it that their spawning pools were destroyed. Don't
course.
worry about the mind flayer that got away. It probably skulked back into whatever hole it crawled out of.
We can hope.
Ramalia says, there is one small problem. Matrim's going to be at the party. I already invited him before any of this came out. I can't uninvite him now without raising suspicions.
Well, sounds like we've got an opportunity. We know where he'll be. We can set something up.
Well, if he sees us, that's a good chance that he's gonna know what's up.
Well, there's a good chance. You're right. There's a good chance. On the other hand, it's not like we were subtle about our return. He probably already knows.
Hmm.
Right? I mean,
True, so it's hard to say what his reaction will be.
Is there any chance that we could play it off that maybe we go to the portal tonight, see if we run into him, we can play it off that we were attacked in a way that doesn't implicate him? Maybe we never even saw the lady that we were supposed to meet. We didn't have time.
Diplomacy.
Ramalia will kind of chime in. She says, I'm afraid if you interact with him before the party, you might scare him off. It's up to you, but...
Well, that's kind of the
If
thing,
you
is if he
subtle.
lets... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just, if you do, just be subtle. But
Right.
the more you interact with him before we have a chance, the more likely it is to make a bolt for it.
Well, here's the thing. First, if he lets us interact with him at all, then we can easily convince him that we're not suspecting of him. Second, if we do run into him, we could just take care of it there and then. We don't
In
have
the
to
middle
do
of the yawning portal?
or at the middle of a party. Like, I hit him with my spell and we squish a bug, right?
Keep in mind that spell requires a willing participant.
I mean, we're willing.
That's at least one willing participant.
Wow.
I don't think it works that way.
Magical loopholes.
Willing parties present. Check. Oh shit, I didn't realize that. So, wait, so then what good would it have done on someone that's possessed then? Like if they let me use
Read
it?
the spell out to me.
Okay.
I'm 90% sure that it requires a willing participant.
How spellbook. Protection from good and evil. One willing creature you touch is protected against certain blah blah blahs. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage against blah blah blahs. So,
So the thing is, usually someone who is willing isn't going to be a problem for you. It's when someone is unwilling that you've got a problem.
okay, got
And
it.
so the minute that you try to cast the spell, say on Maloon, he
And
knew.
he runs out of our second story window and takes off down the street.
After trying to kill one of your friends, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Alright, so it's not cast a spell and squish a bug, it's handle him and all his abilities. Okay.
Well, and also keep in mind that even if it were, all you would be doing would be ejecting the creature from the body and having a dead body drop in the middle of the room.
Right. But then the creature's there, like, it's not like we murdered somebody, it's...
True. It would scare people, though. But yeah.
Well, it's a scary business. So, we need to decide. Should we go to the portal and convince him ahead of time that it's cool? He's cool with us? That sounds like... It sounds like the best plan to me, because if we show up and he runs, then we know he's not going to show up to the party anyway, because he knows we'll be there.
True. That's fair. I mean, we need to go back to the yawning portal and eventually anyway.
Indeed. So what's our story if we see him?
Let's go with the fact that we, like you said, we didn't have time. We never even interacted with this Kal-El.
With who?
Kal-El, the person we killed.
I've got a big grin on my face.
Oh.
Azure Edge
Oh.
will
I'm just
kinda
glad I
chime
can
in.
still fool you every once in a while.
Azure Edge will kinda chime in that my memory is fuzzy of basically everything that happened in Skullport and quite a bit before then, but
Who's saying this?
Azure Edge.
Oh. Right, I can fill you in, doll. It's no big deal.
Appreciate it.
God damn, this music's good.
It's so clear. I Love it.
So, for the record, I have not put a map into Foundry for Yawning Portal, so we'll have to do one without it for now, but that's okay. Did you want to check out the clerk's office first?
Yes, please.
All right. So Vajra and Ramalia will both head out their own separate ways and leave you guys here in the main hall. Vajra will point you in the direction that you need to go to find basically the city records keeper for what you're looking for. You guys walk down the hall. It's, one of those long halls where your footsteps echo throughout the whole thing. And you get to the door, and there's a small halfling woman there with a pair of eyeglasses that are kind of like down on her nose. She kind of pushes up and says, "Oh yes, welcome in. Come in. How can I help you?"
Howdy, my dear. How has the day been?
It's been pretty good. How are you doing?
Well, I've got good news. I'll kind of pat Azure Edge on my hip. It seems that Lady Wardragon here isn't the last of her family.
She kind of gives you this weird look, and she says, "Lady Wardragon." She kind of looks at the axe, and she says, kind of looks to the rest of you, and she says, I don't quite follow." It's not really common knowledge.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, sorry, my apologies. I'm looking for a person that used to be under the name of Wardragon and apparently no longer is. It's important we find them. We have good news for them.
What do you know? What do you know about the person? What was the name before?
They're in the North Ward.
Okay, that narrows it down.
Right. Bert, what else did,
Do we have any other details?
I don't think we did. I was hoping...
Pretty sure.
She's female.
All right, that narrows it down.
Okay. Perhaps we could start with any incomplete records you might have on the most recent female war dragons, like, I don't know, anyone without a death record or something.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay. I like you putting me up against the wall here. I don't know as much as I should.
That's okay.
I'm not being sarcastic either. Oh, shit, it's a 3.
All right. You can't really recall anything else off the top of your head about it, but she will head over to a counter and start going through some files, and she says, War Dragon. She comes out with a rather small folder, and she says, the last living War Dragons appear to be Maloon War Dragon, died earlier this year, or last year rather. I'm assuming you're looking for someone that's not him, obviously.
Correct.
Let's see. She says, there's not very many of them, but I do have a Yelena War Dragon.
Yelena.
She died about 8 years ago.
How old was she?
26.
And what was the cause of death?
Let me see. See her flip through to another page. Oh my. It seems that she and her husband were both murdered by the Xanathar Guild in the dock wards.
Are there any other details you could give us on that? Maybe friends, maybe relatives on the husband's side? Someone we could talk to about the details of this?
Husband's name was Wilhelm.
So I'm sorry. Was Wilhelm? They took her name when they married, or I guess she would have died under a different name.
Well, the Yelena took his name.
What was his name?
Wilhelm Wardragon.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
sorry. My mistake. Sorry.
So there were two. They died together. Interesting. Okay, I see. I'm with you.
She says, "Give me one moment." And you see her kind of get this look in her eyes. She says, "I'm going to check some birth records. If they were together and they don't have, there's no children listed here." She goes and opens up another file cabinet, and she says, yes, here we go. They had a young daughter.
Really?
Reported missing, believed killed. From the same event, actually.
Really? I kind of get a grin.
Natasha Wardragon.
Woo! I knew it! Fucking knew it!
Is she dating a Boris?
She would be about 11 years old now.
Interesting
Wait a minute.
stuff.
Wait a minute. Do you have any pictures of the War Dragons?
There are some here. And she pulls out pictures of Maloon and Yelena and Wilhelm and a couple of other war dragons.
No shit. What do they look like?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
It's fucking Nat, man.
uh,
That is wild. Who's rolling perception?
I
for
am.
him.
Casey.
Oh, nice.
You don't see any resemblance at all.
What about me?
Go ahead. Sorry, what was it, Kai?
We have a quick and dirty yawning portal map underwater deep. If you want to do that.
Jesus
Oh, okay,
Christ.
cool. The pictures are a little old. It's kind of hard to tell.
They have black hair. We're not that blind, right?
I will say that they do have black hair. They do appear to be, at least seems likely.
Well, I look over at Todrin. I don't know. Do you think it could be Nat?
Of
I don't
course
see much
it
of a
is.
relevance.
Of course it is. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Rosie.
Rosie. Thank you, my dear. You have been a massive help.
No freaking way.
I'm gonna say you guys spend about another half hour here, and the more she talks, then the more files she digs up, the more evidence she digs up that seems to show it's not.
That is awesome! I knew it. I had a feeling. I knew it, man. That's so awesome. I'll put a hand on Azure Edge. What do you think? What do you think?
She says, "Oh, here we go." I'm going to drop this into Discord just because I don't know quite how to put it in here quickly. Here's the War Dragon family heraldry.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
general on Discord.
That's cool. Do you have a copy of this? Perhaps I could.
Sure. And she will figure out a way to make you copies. So,
Okay.
Slaps it on the copy machine.
Yeah. Just press out a quick copy real quick.
Yeah. Oh, Kai, how'd you do that so fast?
Well, I just copied the link you had there. So if you have a link,
that's
you can just put it in chat.
Perfect.
If it's a
Perfect.
document, we have to upload it and share it.
Thank you.
It
Perfect.
is a web browser. That's interesting.
All right. So, with everything she's got here, yes, there's enough evidence here to prove that it is Nat. And given all of the circumstantial evidence that she was living in the dock wards and everything else, it's, like I said, more and more, it's her. There's almost no doubt at this point.
That is amazing.
And just that with her being as young as she was at the time, the only part of her name she could really remember was Nat. So
Right,
and
right.
probably her parents called her Nat for short and things
Rosie,
like that.
my dear, you have made a young lady very happy this day, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. We may even be back here shortly, so
I will also add one last thing. There's a medical record that says that she was deaf.
wow, yeah, that cinches it right there.
I'm not sure.
What?
I'm just kidding.
So basically, there's enough here to get her officially recognized as a member of the War Dragon family.
Well, hell, she's the head of it at this point.
Well, the thing is, it's not a noble house,
Oh,
but
still,
there's a lot of in all of this that you're looking at. There has been cause to ennoble the family in the past, and it just didn't go through. They didn't have enough support from other noble houses to be ennobled.
gotcha. That is so cool, though. So she would be the head of her house at this point, but she's just not a noble house. We wouldn't find like a signet
Right.
ring for her or anything like that.
Right. But, and Rosie will say, she says, I will say this. Part of the reason that it was difficult to get nobles, new noble houses ennobled in the past has just been the Open Lord, Dugald Neverember, who is no longer the Open Lord. If you took this to Laurel, she might be willing to take it before the Masked Lords and have her ennobled.
Interesting.
Never have too many nobles.
Interesting. Well, now I can't wait to get home.
This is a great find, really.
It really is. She's alive and well. Right, well, we will probably be seeing you soon, Rosie. Thank you.
Thank you. This made my day. Thank you. Not every day that a clerk gets them to find a long lost family. That's
No
Yeah.
kidding. No kidding.
so. You guys want to head to the Yawning Portal?
Yeah, no. Now I want to go straight back to the the Restless Tavern.
Is it on the way?
The Yawning Portal. It's basically completely opposite directions. Here, I'll bring up Waterdeep.
I can meet y'all at the portal if you want.
Oh,
Hey.
cool.
So if I push activate, is that what I'm looking for, Kai?
That'll move us all to that scene. Yeah.
All right. So you are currently. How do I draw on the map?
The drawing tools. It's
Right.
the
Okay. So the temple of, or excuse me, not temple. The palace of Ageron is. Here. So back to Troll Skull Alley would be that way. I'm gonna have to come up with a better color for this, and Yawning Portal's that way.
Yeah.
Sorry for the colors not doesn't stand out
you
well
just
there.
gotta do this. Oh wow, that is a super small map, or super large map.
So yeah, you're closer to the Yawning Portal than you are to Troll Skull Alley, though.
I imagine the portal would be an evening kind of thing. When we go there, we'll have stuff to do.
Well, and that's the thing. It is late in the evening that you were called to the council meeting here rather late in the day.
Okay, if it's that late in the day, all right. Let's do the portal, and when we get home, I'll tell Nat the good news.
Okay.
All right.
You guys make your way across town, probably catch a coach, which the streets are mostly cleared of snow thanks to the Dung Sweepers Guild that kind of doubles as the Snow Shovelers Guild during the winters. But you do get to the Yawning Portal. Oop, not that one.
Whoa.
Sorry.
I was
Hell
like,
yeah, we do.
When you get to the yawning portal, roll initiative, motherfuckers.
Sorry, they were right next to each other. But you come into the yawning portal, and it is packed. And especially here in the winter months, everybody's crowded around the fires and all. Let's go ahead and pull this up. So there are a lot of people here. You see Durnan behind the bar. There's a stage in the back where you see there is currently Matrim Mareg. You see several other people in here at the time, but those are the two that you would recognize. Other than that, it's mostly tables full of adventurers and other people like that. You do see Davils here, but what do you want to do?
I'm still loading the map.
Same, stuck at 75%.
Try F5.
Refresh. There we go. You have to restart the music though, Kaysen. Oh. There we go.
Awesome. Gotta pop that out again. Okay. Right, I will walk in, arms outstretched, and yell over to the guy that owns the place. What's his name?
Durnan.
Durnan! Durnan! We have returned!
Yeah, he looks up from behind the bar and says, "Well, welcome back." Points to a couple of bar stools in front of him. He says,
Good?
"Sorry?"
I was talking to Alex. You're good.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's him. I just lost the music.
Still playing here.
Yep, same. Beautiful as ever. Will you stop
That's
messing
strange.
with my volume?
Is there a way that I can not do that?
You're the GM, so no.
Oh.
That's
wait,
not
My
a problem.
will is law.
Players can change their own volume, but the GM will change it for everyone. There's probably a mod that'll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
going
change
to
that.
be an issue because I do that all the time.
That's fine.
Sorry.
I'll just.
Yeah, he welcomes you in, pulls out his little notebook from beneath the bar here, and just says, "Let's see here." He kind of flips back a couple of months, and he says, "Uncommon." He says, "According to the bar tabs," and he looks around. Seraphim is with you guys, I'll say. He says, "Well, you're all here. He says, 500 gold pieces for each of you. Thanks to the betting."
Excellent.
Cool. 500
And then you
gold.
see him call out to the bar or to the tap room here. Says, and he starts listing off names. And he says, "The Uncommon are back from Under Mountain." He says,
I turn and flex for the room. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, excuse me. Ruby's supposed to pay you 500, or you're paying us 500?
I'm paying you.
Each of us.
It's your winnings from the betting.
Oh, indeed. Thank you very much. I would like to buy a round for myself.
You see him kind of give you this look, and he just says, "Of course you do." He turns around and starts pouring a drink for you. And some people start coming up to gather either the money that they've won on betting for you. Anyway. But yeah, he does all of that, brings you each a drink. Says, "So what else can I do for you? How was it?"
Wild and crazy. That place is insane.
Yes, it is.
Quite. And I'll I'll sit down next to Todrin.
We actually were there for the takeover.
The little bit in Skullport, yeah, we've heard.
Word travels fast.
It does, especially when you can see him kind of nod his head in Davil's direction. Says, Zentarum have been bragging about it.
That's fair. That's fair. He would know. Right, well, suppose I should go have a word with the man while we're speaking about him.
He
Thanks
just
for-
kind of gives you this look. He just says, your funeral.
What do you mean?
Don't think he's your biggest fan.
Interesting. Can you fill me in a little? Anything might help.
He just shrugs, and he's busy dealing with other people coming in and out and pouring drinks and everything.
I think you can still take him, Todrin.
I'm not worried about that. Skinny little thing like him. So
All right,
he,
so what
he
are you-
doesn't
what are
have
you
any
gonna do?
details. He just moves on.
No, he's busy with other things.
All right. Yeah, I'll saunter over to wherever the hell
That's fine right there.
that man is.
You may die
Yeah.
there.
So Davil is here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them up here.
Mort falls in the portal.
You of course see Davil.
Like precariously hanging over.
He is here with excuse me, Istrid, who you would all recognize also.
The name sounds a lot more familiar than the picture
Uh,
looks.
Istrid was the woman who, during the dragon heist, when the city was arresting people, you guys hid her for the Zentarum, for Davil.
Right. That's where the name is from. Okay, got it.
But
Wow,
the two of
that's
them
a
are
long
here,
time ago.
sat talking to somebody, and usually when you approach the table, Davil kind of sends whoever it is on their way. This time he doesn't bother. He doesn't even look up.
All right, I'll kind of stand there for a minute and lean against the, like my body is oriented, like I'm waiting for the conversation to break up, but I'm
Mhm.
looking over at Mort and his antics. What are you doing?
You know how like a bored kid would be walking around on like a wall or something. I'm doing that, but over the bit,
Yeah, you guys, Bart, are you still sitting at the bar?
like exaggeratedly
Yes.
trying to
Yeah.
keep my balance.
You see Darnan kind of look up at Mort and just he starts to say something and then he just says, I don't care.
Oh,
Wait, no, stop.
Don't, please, come back.
So yeah, he continues having his conversation. He does not try to stop it for you at all.
All right, I'll try to catch Istrid's eye.
Yeah, you catch her eye at least once, but she's deferring to Davil in this.
Right, but
instance.
when she looks at me, I take it as my invite and I step in and I'm like, Istrid, it's good to see you're in good health.
She goes, Todrin, it's good to see you. How are you doing?
You know, just happy to be back in the old Waterdeep. Was hoping to have a word with you folks based on what happened down there. And I'll turn toward Davil at that point.
Yeah, Davil just kind of nods to these two guys, and both of them kind of get up and walk away. He says, you don't take a hint well, do you?
I've been told that a time or two, yes. Mind if I take a seat?
I do.
I kind of sit. Listen, Devil, I know we've had our issues in the past, but clearly things are changing. I'd like to see if we can't turn over a new leaf, you and I personally, seeing as how your organization and mine did good turns for each other down there.
You tried to kill Erstal Floxen. After I specifically told you, don't go causing trouble for the Zentaro.
I point over my shoulder with a thumb at Mort, walking around the edge of the portal. You want to try to control that one? We made amends as best we could. Things are crazy down there, man. We were
See, the way Urstel tells it, you guys were a thorn in his neck halfway through the whole thing.
Have you ever seen that man like anyone?
Fair point.
I did my best with a tough situation, but believe me, he's gonna put a negative spin on things because he seems to be a negative man. We helped each other down there multiple times, and I think you and I can help each other up here again.
Roll a persuasion check. Meanwhile, Bart, what are you doing?
Hanging out at the bar, kind of inconspicuously watching what's going on over there.
Alright.
Yeah, there we go. Oh shit, why is that pink? Oh, is that Kazan? Oh, okay, cool.
Who was... No, that was Mortimer doing a
I don't know what's going on.
acrobatics check.
Oh no.
I'm sure it's not an official roll. It wasn't requested.
I didn't call for it, it's fine.
I mean, it was a bit of a one-legged kind of arm twirling moment, and then I recover.
Yeah, Bart, you see Durnan start to say something again, and he just kind of looks to you and he says, "You might want to do something about that one." And he kind of points to Mortimer on the side of the well.
I love that he's mortally afraid for me.
I just kind of look at Durnan and I'm like, are you gonna charge him gold to fall down the hole?
If he goes down the hole, yes.
$50 to fall to your death.
It's one gold.
I guess that'll be on the gnome, huh?
Oh, that's right, one.
Anyway, sorry.
I say it
back
with
to-
a smile. I'm not being a dick.
back to Davil though. He with a 25.
Hell yeah.
So what did you roll? What was does it tell me what was on the dice, Kai? At all? Is there a way to make it say what was on the dice?
Yeah, if you click the
Um,
number, it'll give you a drop-down menu. He rolled a 16.
There it is, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Not that it matters. The total's what matters here. I was just curious.
Oh yeah. Just expand that
So-
formula.
Got it. He hesitates,
I give him
and
the
then
grin.
he kind of looks to Istrid, and he says, "You know I'm not in charge anymore, right?"
Not in charge, yes. Zentarum, you still are. And honestly,
No, I'm not.
oh,
He never was he?
wait, hold on. I meant he is still Zentarum. He's just not in
Oh,
charge.
he is still Zentarum. He is
Yeah,
not in
charge.
of-
No, still Zentarum. Yes.
Right. Yes.
And you personally seem like a man that makes things happen.
That's why I still have my job here.
Right. You're a connection worth having, Devil. I don't like leaving bad bridges where there can be good ones.
Look, I'm not big on what's going on down there right now.
Really?
You see Istrid kind of sits back. She's quiet, but she's very much like there's a posture change there. And he just says, "This Dreadlord has gone too far. Taking Skull Island. I don't even know how they did it, really, but I don't like the guy. He scares the shit out of me."
Huh. Trust me, you're not, that's not undeserved. You know, he killed that beholder by himself.
I've heard. I've also heard that it's now wandering around Skull Island under his command.
Yeah, the man has big plans, clearly.
Look. And you see, he's very careful about what he says to you. He says, guy's dangerous. Don't get on his bad side.
I hear you loud and clear, my friend. I really do. How are we? We on good sides?
You see him kind of bring his hand up to his face, and he just scratches his nose a little. He says, Todrin, I've tried to be a friend to you for the last year, and it feels like every time you throw it in my face.
Are you
Every time
referring to
Every time I extend an olive branch, you throw it back at me. I've tried to be helpful to you. We were dealing with the whole situation with the dragon heist over the summer, and you wouldn't even take my help. Not even to mention Yagra. You know, he
Right.
still heard about that.
Right.
She was a friend.
Listen, Yagra was as painful for me as it was for you. That was not something I wanted. You aren't sore about my entrance into the portal, are you? That was a joke. I think your exit from the temple earlier was rather poetic. I give him a grin.
He kind of grins. He reaches across the table. He says, all right, call it even.
Let's do that. And I'll clasp his hand.
Shakes your hand. And he kind of leans in close again. And he says, I'm not joking about this Dreadlord. The guy is dangerous. His people are dangerous. I don't have control of them.
Yeah. Right. Now hold on. For Hind, personally, I feel like at some point there was some mention of how there are Zentarum and then there are Zentarum, and how those other people that were coming in weren't part of Davil's team.
Exactly. So what was happening back, and this was back during Dragon Heist, so
Yeah.
but basically what happened was Davil's group is called the Doom Raiders. They were in charge in Waterdeep after the Tiamat situation. So he came in right after that, and with the Zentarum aiding in that situation, he kind of had this, there was a lot of goodwill towards the Zentarum at the time, because they helped deal with that. So he came in, made a lot of friends with nobles and businesses and all that, and he's a businessman. Fighting wars isn't his thing, and he'll tell you that. And then this other group came in about a year and a half ago now, and he said they made zero effort to make contact with him. They were doing their own thing, and the next thing he knows, they've pissed off the Xanathar and started a gang war in the streets. And he felt like he was having to clean up their mess.
And so we can infer that that was the beginning of what ended in Skullport.
Basically, and I'll add this. What ended up happening with Dragon Heist was the whole process of fighting the Xanathar Guild and the police getting involved and arresting his people and arresting him, it drained his coffers. Like, Istrid is his money person. They were low on funds, like really low on funds. And this other group comes in and basically swallowed them up and took their name. So now all of the Zentarum in Waterdeep are now going under this what would be considered a cell name or a squad name is Doom Raiders.
Okay, and that was part of why he wasn't in command anymore, because
Right.
someone more directly involved with the Doom Dreadlord
No,
took control.
his group was called the Doom Raiders.
Right.
I'm
following you. I'm following you. I'm saying that after that, he was no longer in command because these people are more directly involved with the the Dreadlord, and
Correct.
yeah, so he just kind of brushed them aside totally.
Yeah.
I can see where he'd be bitter.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, well, consider me a personal contact, Devil. If you need something, talk to Todrin. This is all, I understand this has been turmoil for you and your crew. I look over at Istrid, as much as it has been for us and ours.
He just kind of nods his head and he says, "It's been rough. I'm hoping now maybe now that this whole thing's gone and Xanathar Guild is gone. Never thought I'd say that, but maybe it'll all go back to normal."
We can hope.
There's definitely a hint of doubt in his voice, but he's like, "But there are other situations, and we'll see how it goes."
Right. Well, again, if you need a helping hand, you let me know.
I'll do that.
Consider our priority to be the uncommon. I mean, to be Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I have other business around. You take care. I'll slap the table and stand up. Be talking soon, I'm sure.
All right. You too.
Cool. Privately rolled some dice. That's not intimidating. I will scoot my way back over to the bar, sit down next to Bert, and order up a beer from Moody Man. What's his face? Durnan.
Oh, you do
Alright.
that.
He'll
When
pour
you
you
do
a
that,
Shadow
how
Dark
did it?
Ale.
Ooh, a shot of ale.
Shadow Dark Ale.
That sounds awesome. Thank you, Durnan.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
Well, Bert, that seemed to go pretty well.
did it? I'm glad.
Yeah,
We'll see him later.
What do you mean?
Tomorrow? When is the dance?
Oh, the
Get
party?
together? The party.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I think.
Well then.
I told him to consider us personal contacts. I didn't want to say too much with Istrid there, but it seemed he was pretty unplugged from whatever that masked man was doing down there. I don't want to step out of bounds here, but I feel like he and his people might actually need help if things get unreasonable. I don't know. I have a feeling that Dreadlord is going to start making moves that are going to start making enemies. And we may see a schism there. I don't know.
For the record, to get across the gravity of the situation, that Dreadlord just got rid of one of Waterdeep's biggest problems over the last, say, 200 years, the Xanathar Guild. So, yeah,
but he didn't do
he's
it.
making enemies for sure.
Yeah, and he didn't do it to make friends. He did it for
Right.
himself. He's got other
Exactly.
plans, and when he starts making those moves, he may make more enemies amongst the good people as well.
Anyway, sorry, continue, Bart. Sorry.
What?
I thought you were saying something. I'm sorry.
It's gone, so.
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Well,
It's okay.
I want to be sure that all of this is. There's no confusion on what's going on as far
Right.
as what you
There-
should know.
There isn't.
Okay.
I'll bring my mug up to my lips, and just before I drink, I'll say into my drink, seen any interesting moves from our man over there?
Mm-mm. Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at Artificer stuff. My bad.
Bart, quick question. Have you been watching Matrim?
Not since Hindred left his table. Hindred. Pendred. Todrin.
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
Matrim. Matrim.
Yeah.
3 strings, not Dabble.
Oh, I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, he's gone.
Fuck!
I
was
wasn't
really
paying
hoping
any
you
attention.
would be watching him. I should have said something. I thought you'd be on that wavelength.
Nope.
Stop reading stats and play the game.
Fine.
Yeah, Matrim's gone.
Fuck!
All right. What did you want from him?
To see when he left so we could follow him if he did leave. That's not a good sign. If he just saw us, now he knows we're back. Now he's probably not going to be at that party. I've told you not to read your books at the parties.
Well, I mean, we're not at a party.
This place is always a party.
Ah, stupid Zentarum and their stupid infected bastards.
Right. You know that was the Xanathar, right?
I didn't say that the Zentarum did it. I'm saying the Zentarum are stupid, and their infected people suck too.
They don't have any infected people.
And Three
Matrim's-
Strings is not
okay,
Zentarum.
Yeah, Matrim's a Harper.
He's one of the Harpers.
Uh-huh. So,
Never mind.
why did
I-
you get the
you lost
Zentarum
me.
at all?
I was too focused on
Davil?
Davil and what was going on there.
Uh-huh. Man, did you get hit in the head?
Twice.
Twice. That's weird. I only remember once.
Remember when you blew up the door?
That would be the once, yes. Sorry again for that.
That was twice.
Oh. Oof.
All right.
The door and the wall.
3 times then. The door, the wall, the floor.
Did you guys want to try anything else here, or do you want to head home, or?
Basically the general fulfilling of the compulsion that we have to nerd out about the Undermountain.
Sure.
So I just kind of wandered table to table, playing the celebrity, talking people up.
Yeah, and people are eager to hear your stories, what have happened. You guys will probably spend the rest of the night here. So.
Alright.
Winking at ladies, strong-arming dudes.
If you guys stay that long, though, I will say excuse me, not Davil, Matrim does make a reappearance.
Oh,
He goes on the stage, and he's playing
where does he come from when he comes back
upstairs.
in? So he comes down from upstairs?
Yeah.
Does he, live here, kinda?
No, he doesn't. It's an inn. There's dozens of rooms upstairs, but he plays here on a regular basis. This is where he does his music. And I'm gonna say, just for the sake of this is the stage right here.
Oh, okay. Got it. So I will, at some point, wander back over to Bert when I see Matt return. Order another drink, and then into the drink again for cover. So, we gonna make our move? Should we go talk to him? He was a friend of ours. We gotta be natural here. Just act natural, Bert. Calm down.
You're hysterical.
I mean, I suppose we can go talk to him. All we really have to do is act like we never went to Cal House.
Right. Mort?
I'm in it to win it.
Right. So, Mort,
Kai, the music is not playing for me at all.
We're here.
hearing
that's strange.
I'm gonna refresh for me. I'll be right back. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Mort, I need something from you.
Anything under 20 copper.
Right. What I was thinking is Bert and I will go over and start a conversation with Matt. I need you to say something ridiculous, grab his instrument, and run out the door.
Yeah, when you say instrument, are you talking about his...
The one with the strings.
That doesn't help.
The thing he's playing. God, I hope he's
Still
only
doesn't
playing.
help.
He's on stage. Still doesn't help. Shit. Oh God. The one made of wood. Wow. This is harder than I thought.
Ew.
Wow. Wow.
The one in his hands. Damn it. There's really nothing I can say here.
It's not magical or anything, is it? I mean, I wouldn't want to hurt it or...
We want him to chase you. He'll chase you out the door, and we'll follow him.
Is that the door down there? Or, like, bottom left corner?
That looks like a door. Looks like there's
Okay,
another
yep,
one.
I can
There's
do it.
another one back here. Is
We're
there?
gonna start
Hold on.
running in place to psych up.
Do one of these doors go to like a back alley or something?
The north door, this one up here.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. That one goes out back.
Yeah, Mort, do me a favor and run out that door and wait like maybe 100 feet down this way.
I've only got 2, but okay.
Yeah, count those 50 times and stop and wait for us.
Okay.
Each foot 50 times, remember that. While you run. Each step is something you should count.
I don't know if I could do this. Maybe just stop halfway down the building. Don't go past the end of the building.
Got it. Halfway down. Perfect.
Right. Oh boy.
Oh no.
For the record, this is not at all how I thought this session was going to go.
Figure, what do you think, Bert? Figure we take care of this now, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. I feel like you and he jived a little more than I did. You want to take point on this one?
I'll stand up. Jived.
Got along. What, you never heard that before?
I haven't,
Ah,
but that's fine.
he liked you. I think he liked you.
So Dernan is eventually going to come up to you guys and pours a drink and sits it in front of you and says, "All right, someone going to let me in on exactly what's going on in my bar?"
Discussions?
You can tell he's overheard something enough to get him interested.
Well,
I mean,
We found a dinosaur and I'm gonna raise it as our own.
And he just looks at you and says, "I don't believe you."
I start counting my feet.
That's amazing. I kind of look at
okay.
I look at Bert, and my body language is I want to tell him. So if you don't want me to,
I'll just look
stop me.
between them and I'll just go ahead.
Okay.
Dirt.
No.
No, wait, Mort. Oh, you better grab him, Bert.
I'll chase after Mort.
You're not that quick. You slow down with your short legs.
Yeah, Mr. 25 feet. I'll probably catch up to you about here.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I thought you said to go.
No.
6. All right. 7.
No, stop. Wait. I was talking to Todrin, not you.
Oh, right. Okay.
Amazing. I love it.
Come on. I'll lead you back down over here to sit down.
I sit
We will
inside lab.
explicitly tell you when.
Dernan, as you come back, he
Okay.
just says, "Have you considered a leach?"
Not till now. That's a
Little
very
ankle
good
weights.
idea. Ankle weights. Just slow you down to 20 feet per round. Just for everyone's health and safety, really. I'll kind of lean forward so my shoulders kind of cover my face and hold my mug up so no one can read my lips. And I'll say, we have solid proof 3 strings is, what's the word I'm looking for here? Afflicted.
And then,
He's afflicted with the thing the Xanathar have been doing to folk.
just kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "Intellect of ours."
I just
Yep.
didn't want to throw that word around in your bar, sir, but yes.
And he looks at the bar and he says, "I can look around. Most of these people are adventurers. They've, at the very least, heard about the situation. But don't worry, I'm not going to spread it around."
Right, well, we figured we would handle that not here and now, but immediately. We'll lead him out back and take care of him.
You see him nod, and he just calls over to one of the servers. He says, "Take over for me.
Oh, hell
I'm coming
yes.
with you."
Oh, hell yes! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Todd kind of raises his eyebrows. Really? You get your hands dirty, Durnan? Down and Durnan?
You see him.
Wow.
You see him motion up at the very large great sword on the wall behind him, and he says, "I gotta take Grimvault out from time to time."
Don't be so obvious. We need to lure him outside.
Fair point.
Out of
you what.
character. It's time to play Durnans and Dragons.
Durnans and Durgans! Time to
And he
get
just said-
down and Durnan.
Tell you what, do what you're gonna do. I'll follow him.
Deal.
That works.
Shall we?
Alright, Mort. When I slap my shoulder like this, and I reach up and slap my shoulder, that's your cue to run in and do your thing.
Oh my god.
Do you understand?
You
have a
guys
new
do
tool,
realize that
Simon.
you've got the earrings now, right?
No,
Oh, do we?
Bert had not given those to us yet.
Had you not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
I forgot I have them. We never role-played meeting back up and doing stuff, so it didn't even occur to me.
Right, that's true.
If you want to pass them out now.
While you're doing that, I just start chuckling. He's like, I'm not sure I understand, and you just keep slapping yourself on the shoulder.
Yeah, like
And I
this,
just-
Mort. It's really simple.
I hand you this little clip-on piece of... What color is it?
They're
Jason?
gold.
This little gold earring.
Hell yeah. What's this?
Put it on.
All right. I'm sure Todd has one pierced ear, so he'll pop out.
It's
what
just
he's
a
got.
clip-on.
Oh.
It's got like a little clamp thing.
Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
not the right word, but
Yeah. All right, I'll clamp it on.
cool. And his messages verbal, or do I do it mentally?
So with this, you have to reach up and basically tug your ear. You have to touch
Okay.
it.
I'll
But
put
it
one
is
on
it's
and
a
I'll
bonus action.
I'll reach up and tap my ear, and I'm just like, and now you can hear me from a distance.
Really?
Does it duplicate? Does he hear me twice?
Yeah, you do hear him like
I
that.
get awful high-pitched feedback. Oh, you're too close.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh no! All right, but yeah, it does seem to work. Oh gosh, what-
Ankle weights of get the fuck back here.
Yeah! That's amazing. Wait, no, stop, Todd.
that's brilliant.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm putting that in my server quotes. That's amazing.
So yeah, I'll hand one to Mortimer, and I'll point at my ear. Put this on.
I'm
squeeze into it.
screenshotting that for Mel.
What'd you say, Kason or Kai?
I'm oh sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
squeezing into it.
Into the ring.
What? With your instrument?
When I'm trying to put my ear through.
No, I show you. I point at my ear where it's just clipped on.
Oh, right. So just like a beetle. Got it.
Exactly like that.
I'm watching you. Do you put it on?
I do. Yes. It's
All right,
on.
cool. Once it's on, I kind of glare at you, and I'm like, keep it on your ear like that. Always, just like that. Don't ever change.
Don't ever change.
I lost count, but okay, yes, that's fine.
Okay, so I don't know if I want to.
Now,
I don't know if I want to test this out with this scenario.
well, I mean, we can always ask him to step outside if it falls apart.
That's fair. All right, Mort, you clear on the signal?
Yes, you're gonna pat your shoulder like this.
And you pat your shoulder, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Excellent. Yes, that'll do. All right, let's do this, gentlemen. I nod over at Durnan. Durnan? I'll make my way... Making my way over to
Downtown?
downtown over there. I'll bring my drink and sit down at the table in front of Three Strings and just act like I'm listening to him play.
All right.
Kind of salute him with my drink.
Yeah, he nods to you guys as you're playing there, as he's playing there. Somebody comes up and drops a couple of coins into the his loot case that's sitting there in front of the stage, and just keeps walking by.
I'll flick a
All right.
coin into the case.
Mortimer, what are you trying to do right now?
I'm walking against the wall, like with my back against it, really
Okay.
slowly and completely inconspicuously.
Hmm.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, God.
So I see you doing that, and you just see me reach up and grab my ear, and I'm like, Mortimer, stop it! Sit down!
I just sit down on the ground.
At a table.
If you have me targeted, you'll see an effect, by the way.
See
I
what?
can't target you.
Yeah, I can't target. There we go. I don't see enough.
And then use the ankle again.
Oh, you want me to... Oh, I didn't realize I had done the thing. Okay.
Nice.
We need to get this magic item made. I just pull out a remote and press a button and you stop where you are.
Talk to Gabby.
Talk to Gabby.
Oh no!
Roger that. Roger that.
On a 1 to 98, it explodes.
I love it. This is amazing.
Wow.
Wow, okay. Alright, so Bert, on you.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he's still playing.
Well, I mean, are we gonna wait until he's done?
I suppose.
All right. I will say then that eventually he does stop. The room kind of goes a little quiet for a little bit, and he gathers up his stuff and kind of steps off the stage. What do you guys want to do?
As he's getting down, I just reach up to my ear and I whisper, "If I'm ever holding the instrument, come take it from me and run."
You just say that in front of him?
Well, he's like casually getting down and everything, and I whisper that.
Yeah,
Like-
he's not gonna hear from there.
Yeah, I like lean down and I just kind of, if I have the instrument, steal it from me.
Does Mort reply at all?
Okay, tiny voice of fart in my head. Okay.
And we all can hear that, right? I can hear him.
You do. Here's the thing: you can send it to a single person, or you can send it to the group. And for this, I'll say we're sending it to the group.
Cool.
But
There's a
the
button
only
on
thing
the side that toggles.
there is one little detail. Unlike the message, and I should probably put this into the thing, you cannot send it. Unlike the message spell, you cannot send it to someone who does not have one of the earrings. These will only work within the earrings.
Hmm.
Good to know.
It's literally the earrings of whisper that Vox Machina had. So
Right. I'll just
But yeah.
grin up at Matt. Sir Matra!
yeah, when you call his name, he'll take a couple of steps forward and stand at the side of the table and says, "Hey guys, back from Undermountain already, huh?
Indeed.
How was it?"
It was good. We, almost died several times.
Oh no, really?
Yes. Bad times in Undermountain. And I just kind of get this deep look.
Oh, God.
What about you?
And the audience groans.
Things have been all right up here. Just trying to stay warm. And he kind of gestures out the window. It's snowing outside.
Yes. How are things, And I kind of look around with the Harpers.
Kind of just shrugs a little. He says, "Everything seems really good to me. I talked to Renair the other day. He's doing good.
Oh, I'm
He's gonna
glad.
be at the party. I'm playing at the party tomorrow night at Oberynton Villa. Are you guys going?"
Yes, we will. We were hoping you would be there.
Ah!
Yeah.
I yelp and slap my shoulder like there's a bug bite.
Yeah, he kind of gets this weird look on his face. Like, what was that about?
Sorry, it was, something bit me, I think. I don't know. What the hell?
I mean,
I
they've
slap
had
it again.
they've had Sturge fly out of the portal, you know. Kind of the well. I mean,
Kai, you didn't walk away, did you?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, great. I'm just kind of rubbing my shoulder.
You hear a small yelp and then a scream.
What?
all right,
I need to wrestle it or somehow.
all right. You're gonna roll a contested strength check. So how do we do that?
Oh, it's the 2-person icon. What's it look like?
Right.
It's the
I
token
see it.
bar, the middle one.
So he will roll either. So you'll be rolling a strength check. He'll be rolling either strength or dexterity. How do I request you?
There should be like a players button, and then you can just delete the others. Or I think if you target me and try the button again. Either way.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
He rolled a natural 1.
Against
Fully
the
distracted.
fluorescent flicker.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, you grab the loot out of his hands. He kind of spins around, and when he does, he loses his footing and falls on the ground. And he just says, "Hey, come back here!" So
Hee.
what do you do?
I'm gonna sprint away. Oh God.
Yes.
All right. You've got 25 feet of movement. He's going to have to use half of his to get up. So you've got a head start on him. So
That's it.
I'm...
All right.
For my turn, can I try to, act like as he stands up and he starts to go, I dive for Mort to try to catch him and, trip over the chair between us and, tangle up with Matt for a second, slow him down a little?
Sure. Tell you what, go ahead and roll I want to call it a deception check,
Okay.
but using your dexterity. So I don't know how to do that in Foundry.
You'll be able to do that next version.
Oh, you will? Okay. So for right now, just roll a deception check. And we'll use that.
Okay.
All right.
These fancy dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you managed to widen Mortimer's head start there. You managed to keep him from getting up and on his feet for this time. So Mortimer, you get that much closer to the door. Can you still move?
Oh yeah. Well, that's are we in the second round now?
Well, we're not. This is
I mean,
the second
that's
round.
my 25.
Yeah. This is that. Go ahead. Bart, what would you be doing?
I would just kind of push back from the table. Oh my! And just kind of.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh my! Mort,
Alright.
what have you done?
All right. So, what are you guys doing now, Todrin and Bart?
I'm like shocked. I'm just like, oh, what was that?
Yeah, Matter's getting up and he says, "I think it was your little friend."
I'm sorry, he does this from time to time. I'm sure he'll be out back. And I'll start to, head that way.
So Matrim's going to get up and start giving chase. I will say, Mortimer, by the time all this, you will have time to get outside before they catch up. So I'm gonna move you to about here. I'm gonna move you guys. And he comes bursting through the door, chasing after you, Mortimer. What do you do?
I count my feet.
In place.
Yeah, he just looks you over and he says, "Hey, give me that back."
Oh no. I need a 40, 15. Hold on. I'm counting still.
Mortimer, you shouldn't steal things from people.
It's a good thing he isn't people.
And then Durnan just cleaves his head off.
Jesus.
Yeah, I say out loud, it's a good thing he isn't people. As I'm glaring at Matt, drawing Ezridge.
And you see Durnan comes through the door, holding again this huge great sword that is, as you would know now, called Grimvault.
Grimvault.
It was good Grimbolt reveal music.
Matrim's kind of looking around, and he steps forward to try and grab the loot from you, Mortimer.
I let him have it.
All right. And he goes, kind of looks around to all of you, kind of surrounding him now. He's like, "What's going on?"
We delivered your letter to Kal-El.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
care to
was-
explain?
That was a bit of a nasty surprise you gave us there.
okay. Look, I can explain.
Please.
And he tries to bolt. Everyone, roll initiative.
Yes.
So how do I roll
There's no
initiative?
active encounter.
So go ahead and drag a box around all of us, and then right-click and start the cross swords things.
Ping.
Cross swords thing.
It's bottom right of the right-click icons over any of us. There we go. And then
Alright.
now, if we check the little hand icon for the tracker, we'll see the button there.
All right.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. So Todrin,
Do begin combat.
which one's that?
It's the bottom of the combat tracker.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that little marker for whose turn it is there.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I will reach out as he turns to take off running, grab him by the shoulder, and try to just smash him down onto the ground and hold him
All
there.
right. roll a contested strength check versus his dex.
You can send that to him. So, Tadrin, you'll see a... Yeah, there you go.
Crap.
He rolled a 21.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right, go for it.
So I guess I'll just re-roll a d20.
Yeah. For your strength, so.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah, he manages to weasel his way out of your grip.
Okay. I will stay where I am and end my turn.
Perfect Mortimer music.
Damn.
Oh man! It's the Mortimer's turn.
I am going to... Wow, this is crazy.
I'm gonna turn that down. I hate that it turns it down for everybody, but
Well, when you start it starts way too loud for me. I have to turn it down anyway.
yeah.
I'm going to move here and then, like, kneel down behind him. The old Bart can push him over me to make him trip thing.
I will give Bart advantage on that, or Darnan or Todrin, whoever, if they want to try to do that. Sure.
Ah, yes, the classic ye old push him over trick.
Oh shit, it's his turn now, though.
All right.
Basically,
He
just
just runs around.
got on my hands and knees in front of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Spank me, daddy!
All right. He's gonna try to cast a spell. You see him he strums on the lute.
And I'm gonna cast Counterspell.
And you see his form start to turn invisible, and then the counterspell takes effect, and his eyes go wide, and he goes, "Shit!"
Yeah.
Not this time.
Maybe next turn.
It looks like you've broken a string.
Nah. Sad loot noises.
Ah, fresh out of pluck.
Wow. I would give you
He's-
inspiration for that if I had it.
He's not in tune with his magic, man.
Nice. What's back here with us?
Right now you're just in a back alley. There's a couple of barrels that are near the thing. There's a tree next to you, but other than that, it's an empty back alley. It's snow up to about your ankles on the sides here.
Snowing, so I'm gonna move over here next to you, Todrin, and I'm just gonna flourish Weaver, and I'm just gonna stab forward at him, like clearly not close enough for me to hit him. And then my blade turns blue, and ice builds around it, and I cast Cone of Cold.
Oh wow, you're not fucking around.
Yay!
How do I target?
When did this become a sitcom?
So if you just cast the spell, it's going to ask you if you want to do the template, and then you can aim it, scroll wheel, and then click.
Oh, place measured template. Oh, that's cool. It'll show me who it will target.
Yep.
Nice. He doesn't have to roll. Oh, I see how this is gonna work.
Icy blue dice, cool.
That's fucking cool. That is my DC, isn't it? 4, 8, it's 12, plus 4, 16. Yep, that's my DC. He literally just makes it.
Lame.
So then, Kason, you've got the...
I got it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. It's gonna be Darnan then. Or did
How
you
do
want to
I-
do anything
oh.
else, Bart?
No, I'll stand there.
All right.
Whoa.
What was that sound?
It's an ice blast.
Sorry, that was Casey clearing my throat.
Nice.
Durnan's going to step forward, and he's going to try to grab him. He's got Grimvault in one hand, and he's got trying to grab Matrim in the other. Yeah, you watch as Durnan basically does what Todrin was trying to do in that at the very beginning, grabs him and just pins him to the ground.
Yeah.
All right, Kai, I want to apply prone. That's assigned status effects.
Yeah. Right click on him and then.
Got
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
All right, cool.
Oh, look at that little icon. Nice.
That is awesome. So I will take a knee next to Matt's head and look down at him and say, Matt, I'm going to cast a spell on you. You're in a bad place here. If you resist this, we will kill you for being possessed with a intellect devourer. If you are willing, this will not hurt.
You just see him squirming and shouting, "Let me go!"
I'll cast protection from good and evil on him.
All right, he is not willing.
Okay. So my spell fizzles, and I look up at the other two, and I say, that's it. End him.
Okay.
I just lost the music again.
Still playing here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it shows it's still playing to me.
That is frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm going to Guiding Bolt just because it's cool.
All right.
Oh, you'll get disadvantage on that, man.
Maybe I'll
He's
run away
prone.
first.
Still, though, right? He's laying down. I mean, he's not moving. I don't know.
Yep, it's disadvantage on prone when you're ranged
Yeah.
attack.
It
No
still
matter
looks
what
cool.
you would have done, it would have been a ranged or a penalty.
God damn it, why you gotta steal my thunder? Whoa!
Those are both still going to hit, though.
That's so cool.
I know, right?
How do I reopen the combat tracker, Kai?
How do you do what?
I refreshed, so how do I reopen the combat tracker?
It's the little fist icon top right,
Got it. Okay, cool.
and you can right click on it to pop it out.
All right. Did you roll damage?
I did. Yeah.
Is that the 20?
20. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't roll damage. Hold on.
All right.
17, nice.
I will apply that to him.
The advantage is like built in too. Nice.
At this point now you can see he's bloodied at this point, and he's laying there prone on the ground beneath you. He is going to try to... No, he's not. Instead,
He shits himself.
you hear a cracking sound coming from the skull as the intellect devourer in his head starts to come out.
But
How do I add that to, the intellect devourer to the combat?
Right click and then add a token.
There we go. And can I give it his thing? Can I just give it his
Probably.
we'll see, and if it... Alright. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it on his thing, but for right now, it's going to try to run. So, it gets up. If you, Dernan, or Bart want to try to make a reaction attack, you
Attack
can
of
now.
opportunity.
Yes, that.
On the brain or on Matt?
Matrim's dead.
Right.
There's a body on the ground that is currently, like, this is as it is coming out of his head.
Right,
I'm
I
trying to
meant
walk.
mechanically. You were saying you're trying to transfer stuff. I wanted to make sure it has
Yeah.
stats. If it does, then yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at level 4.
Oh, you do have that Warcaster thing that lets you
I
do
do.
that. Cool.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. You can choose what level spell you're casting it as.
Yep.
This says I get advantage?
Because of my guiding bolt.
Oh.
Those dice are beautiful.
They really
Yeah,
are.
I kind of stumbled onto them and I was like, ooh.
You'll have to help me figure out how to get to those. I want those. Different color, but I want those. Okay.
Nice. I hit him with cold. Because it's cold outside.
Oh wait, you did it to Matrim, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
How much damage was it?
25.
All right then. As all of this is going on, you watch as you all just unleash on this thing as it's coming out of his head. You kill it before it even gets out of his head. So it's like half in and half out. It didn't have a chance.
Awesome.
Oof.
All right. Give me 1 second here. So, as you're standing over the body of Matrim Three Strings Morag, you're looking down at this intellect devourer and the empty cavity in the back of his skull. Darnan kind of lets out a sigh. He kind of pats Toddern on the shoulder and then over to you, Bart. And he says, "Job well done. How'd you know?"
Pity it happened to Matrim, though.
Yeah.
He set us up for a trap.
He had us poisoned, tried to have us killed.
By other people infected by intellect devourers.
Well, sorry it happened. You guys did good though. It sucks. It happens though. But hopefully, the way I understand it, you guys took care of the problem down there that was causing these things. Maybe he'll be the last.
We can only
Hopefully.
hope.
Well,
Thank you, Dernan.
So is he not going to play at the party tomorrow?
He will not be showing.
alright, I'll take care of this thing. He kind of pushes the intellect devourer with his sword a little bit. He
Like
says,
kick some snow on it.
I'll contact someone about to have a proper funeral for Matrim here. Why don't you guys go on? You've had a rough night. You're always welcome at the Yawning Portal.
Thank you, Dernan.
Indeed. Appreciated.
Kind of stand up, pat Bert on the back, and look over at Mort. Good job, Mort. You did well.
I mean, I guess so.
It is sad, but all we did here was good.
Well then.
Yeah, and Darnan will add, he says, we couldn't let that thing keep masquerading as him.
Agreed.
There's no way to know how long that thing had been in Matrim's head, but every time anyone told anything to it, that was getting back to someone it shouldn't. So, had to be done.
Agreed. Well, thanks again, Dernan.
Thanks. Thank you. So he starts, make sure to stab Grimwald into that thing just one more time just to be sure. And he starts,
Speaking
throws
of,
a throws a throws a
Durnan,
cover over Matrim. Yeah.
I mean no offense, but would you mind letting me run the same test on you?
Kind of looks you over. He says, "Sure, why not?"
Alright, I'll reach out, grab him by the forearm, and protection from evil and good.
No effect. So, the effect it works, but there's nothing unusual that you would expect.
His
There's
brain
no.
don't explode.
Yeah, his brain doesn't explode exactly. So,
Alright. Again, no offense. I've been hitting everyone I can with that.
none taken. I wish you could do the whole portal, but I don't think that's an option. But
So if you ever need it done, let me know.
all right.
Mass protection from good and evil.
So he goes. Like I said, he takes care of that. He goes in and talks to one of the barmaids and sends basically for a magister to have the situation. He says, "You guys can go on home. Don't worry about this. I'll take care of everything."
And so we do.
All right.
Hmm.
So, Bart, do you want to say something?
Nope.
Okay.
I have a mechanical suggestion. I'm noticing when we're in a tight knot like this and things are happening, the name overlays are not
I need to. So here's the
fluent.
thing. I've got a couple of hundred of these. I'm either going to have to go back in and shorten a bunch of the names, or have it where they just come up when you hover over them. But that's a lot of people to go back and through, so I can't do it right now.
No, that's totally
It's
fine. It was just constructive criticism.
Nope, you're absolutely right. It's something I noticed too.
Yeah, I was like, I can't really.
Do you think it would? Do you think it would work for them for hovering over them? So when you hover
That
over
would
the
be
person,
perfect.
it'll pop their name up. All right,
Hmm.
That would
we
be
will do
very
that.
helpful.
We will do that then, and I'll take care of that after the
nope.
game.
Don't do any. We can do a script that'll do it automatically. So don't worry
Really?
about it.
Hey, there you go.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
So,
Not
you
trying to
guys
make more
return
work for you.
to again. It's gonna be the middle of the night when you guys get back. Probably like this is probably after midnight that this happens. So, uh,
All right.
is there anything you want to do at? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove Durnan. I'm gonna remove three strings. I'm gonna remove the intellect devourer. Uh, and I will bring
I
you all
suppose
to
we'll tell Nat the good news in the morning.
Yeah, no need to wake her.
Kai. Should I just drag their tokens from actors, or is there some other way to do it? To the
What do
on
you mean?
to Roll School Manor.
Oh no, just make it active.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, but how do I put them on the map? I mean,
Oh, then you just drag them from actors down.
okay.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at that.
I have spent weeks on this map.
Dude, Kazin. Holy shit. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Yes. Oh, man.
So I will
Woo!
say, give me one second. Where's the calendar, Kai? I'm sorry, I don't. We're in the middle of the game and I forgot where
Um,
everything is.
Oh, man.
Calendar is going to be
I
the
found it.
it's kind of the middle
Uh,
main one.
okay. So I will say a couple of things you do notice. The halflings are not here. It is a full moon tonight.
They're on sick leave.
Yeah, they are on sick leave. But you all come in. Uh, Basically at this time, it's just Liff running the tavern. Floon has gone home at this hour, but there are a couple of people in here drinking, and it is Liff running the whole thing. So but you'll see a drink tray float through the air with a couple of drinks on it, and that's basically how he's handling it. You guys are just running around looking at everything. I love it.
Yeah,
I
it's so
love it.
great.
I love it. So,
Oh, wow.
is there anything you guys want to do here before you call it a night?
No, I think I'm
Okay.
good.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and take us to the next day. Everybody gives yourselves a long rest, and I will bring up the next thing.
Long rest is new day? Yes.
Had to remove Matrim Marag from the next thing.
From the
So,
world.
well, basically, yeah.
Poor guy.
So, uh, give me
Oh, the drift
one,
globe. I gotta put an animation on that thing.
give me one moment here. All right.
God,
So,
that's so cool, dude.
give me 1 second here to adjust a couple of things. So I'm gonna, if you bring up the quest tracker, which Kai can point you towards, and click on Midwinter's Eve Party at Old Winter Villa, you will see I have already checked off confront Matrim Three Strings Marag.
Look at that.
You currently have those other two things on there that we will get to now. So
So it'll be the ribbon icon far left, and then the 3 lines icon.
Very cool. Oh, cool. You made a thing. Awesome.
there we go. All right. So House Oldbrinter has always been one of Waterdeep's trading ship powers, particularly given their fine reputation as shipwrights. They also have a reputation as possessing a degree of wanderlust, a fact that has negatively impacted the house's population, with losses and broken lineages over the years. This was made very apparent with the recent death of Lord Arthagast at the hands of the Cult of the Dragon. Without a declared heir, and with the lines of inheritance that no one can seem to suss out, the balance of power in House Oldbrinter remains in the hands of Arthagast's widow, Romalia Haventree. Romalia is a lady of House Oldbrinter and a guiding light for the Harpers in Waterdeep. She became an active force for good in the city after her husband's assassination several years ago when they reclaimed the white dragon mask from the Harpers that had obtained it. Alero Smargaster, Bartholomew's uncle and now Warduke of the Lord's Alliance army assigned to fight Lugnak's orc horde, led the party that was tracking down the cultists, but they were unfortunately too late and found the massacre within Oldbrinter Villa at the height of the cult's threat several years ago. Oldbrinter Villa itself lies directly south of Trollskull Alley, just across Delzorin Street. You can actually see it from the Trollskull Alley map. It is literally just right south of your inn. Like the inn overlooks the courtyard of Oldbrinter Villa,
Nice.
which was one of the reasons the Harpers wanted it as a safe house. Anyway, the villa is surrounded by an 8-foot-tall wall of mortared fieldstone, with alternating sections of wrought iron bars that allow passersby to see the beautifully kept gardens and the splendid architecture that make up most of the noble compound. The main house itself is 2 stories tall, sprawls the entire width of the estate. There are several, each of the corners that face the street boast a tall tower. The house boasts ample living space for members of Household Renter, even when it was at its largest. Today, though, the entire southeastern wing of the house is shuttered. They have no need of those rooms. The party itself, however, is being held in the House of Flags, a 3-story tall building with a round cone turret-topped tower that rises another 2 floors. This is actually the building on the northeast side of Old Winter Villa. So it's a separate building from the main house. But the House of Flag is specifically meant to entertain guests. The bottom 2 floors of the tall tower are almost entirely glass. And from as you're approaching, as you see inside, you can see people inside already enjoying the party. The 3rd floor is the flag gallery, where there's a flag from each nation that an Old Winter ship has visited that's hung on the wall. And the rest of the room is decorated to entertain guests. So, you're greeted at the door by Romalia, who welcomes you all in out of the cold with a wide smile. She says, "Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could all make it. Please mingle and enjoy the party." And she kind of leans in close and says, "I heard about Matrim. Thanks again."
Man, I just can't surprise anyone with news.
She says, she kind of holds her, motions to her Harper pin and says, "Harper's.
Yeah.
It's our job to know what's going on in the city."
Well, I suppose you're doing it well. Sorry your man took the fall, but yeah, care was taken.
It's unfortunate. And speaking of which, she kind of notions inside. She says, "You might want to talk to Renair. He and Matrim were friends."
Right. So I'm assuming he does not know?
He knows. But, well, you'll see, I'm busy though, and there's someone else behind you guys. And she says,
Right.
"Please,
Thank you, my lady.
please enjoy the party." And so, as you all enter, you're all wearing your best fine clothes. And inside, there's a crowded hall filled with dozens of noble men and women. They're all wearing finely tailored suits, beautiful frilly ball gowns, along with servants wearing Household Renter's colors and serving wine and appetizers. Among the crowd, you see several people you recognize. The Open Lord herself is here, Lady Norelle Silverhand. She's currently speaking to Mert, who is, again, a well-known and popular leader of the Harpers, and his wife, Asper. The Magister, who you met, is actually here too, the one who handled the situation with the kids, Brondar Levelstone. He's currently examining a beautiful ice sculpture that's on the dining table. Lady Esvale Rajnar is here with her parents, as well as her new friend, Sybil Soltlu, who, by the way, looks very much out of her comfort zone. And Vajra Safar, who is currently being told some story by Lord Garnt Bellabranta, the man in charge of Waterdeep's Griffin Cavalry.
Hell
And
yeah.
with him, you see his 2 daughters, Inna and Savra, who you also know. And standing at the side of the dance floor, watching the orchestra, is Renair Neverember. So, as I said, you should all now see. Hold on. You should see at the bottom of the thing all of these people that you can go and speak to. I'm gonna kind of space them out here a little better. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna reach over and lower the book Bert has in his hand. Alright, Bert, time to mingle.
I suppose I can do that.
And I will walk over to... Let me roll a dice here.
Tell you what, I'm going to put you guys on the map here so you can decide who you want to go speak to.
I'll walk my way over here.
To Esvalade, all right.
What the hell?
Are the rest of you what?
The Rosnars.
That is literally the concept art from Dragon Heist for her parents.
Yeesh.
Wow.
I did not make that up on my own.
So the mom is Queen Amidala?
Basically.
The dad is a old fat Garen.
Are all of you are all of you going together?
I'm sure Sarah's on my arm, so she'll come with me.
No.
No. Okay, where do you go?
I'll go talk to the Magister.
All right. I'm gonna go put you next to him for now. Mortimer, how about you? Of course. Perfect. So, I'm gonna start with. Tell you what, I'll start with you, Bart, since you're there. The judge, rather, I'm gonna. Magister is the proper term, but the Judge Verondar Levelstone's here, and he's currently wearing his more of a formal wear than you saw him in the other day. The other day you saw him in black judge's, the Magister's typical uniform, but currently he is standing here examining this ice sculpture. It's on the dining table, and what do you say to him?
I just step up to him. Good evening, Magister.
Yes. Good evening, Bartholomew, is it?
Yes,
It's good to see you again. He says, how are the kids?
they're doing great. We actually just discovered Nat's parentage.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's one of the war dragons.
You see him, he recognizes the name. War Dragon's a pretty well-known name as far as family names go that aren't nobles. And he goes, really? Are you sure?
Indeed, she's the last living one.
That's fascinating. That's amazing. If there's anything I can do if you need to bring any of that evidence before me to officiate that, please let me know. I'd be happy to go through it with you all.
Really? I appreciate that offer. I might take you up on that.
Of course.
And then I'll just start small chit-chat about ice sculptures.
All right.
I could create one like this.
And he does.
I will say that being that you're a mage, he does not. There's no deny from him. He believes you completely, and he goes, "Oh God, I can't think of what kind of chit have an ice sculpture." But yes, he will absolutely. He's interested in the subject of magic and that kind of thing. He says,
And that's why I didn't get into it. I was like, I don't know what the hell that's gonna look like.
Okay, sure. But I will say this: he's very interested in the concept of magic, despite the fact he's not a mage himself. So you two can have a discussion about that. Things of that nature.
All right.
Mortimer, how about you?
Hello, ladies. You see my friend over there with the book next to the Magister? Did you know that if he too was a Magister, he would be Magister Margaster? Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
So Inna and Savra definitely remember you. And
oh yeah, they do.
Oh yeah. So the Blackstaff is here. Vajra Safar is currently speaking to Lord Garnt and Ladies Inna and Savra Bellabranta. They're each wearing these beautiful formal wear embroidered with griffin feathers and a sash over their shoulders showing their house heraldry, while Vajra is wearing these beautiful robes that are this deep purple color, seem to shimmer magically in the light. And Inna and Savra both kind of, I wouldn't say they kneel down on your level, but they kind of lean in close and look to Bart and humor you at the very least. They
Magister Margaster.
Yeah. Here, you're going to be training with us with the Griffins.
Yes. It's the key, the secret to aerial combat is actually the saddle. Many people don't know that. but in my extensive martial training, I have come to that conclusion on my own, completely alone.
Really? Do you have any experience with a griffin?
Oh, very, very much so. I've been caught in their feathers more than once. In battle, of course, against mighty beasts and hordes.
So 2 questions. A, one for the DM. Have you?
Oh God, no.
2, go ahead and roll a deception check. They both kind of nod along, like, sure you have. They don't say it that way, but they're being polite about it.
The ground speed of Griffin is a tremendous ability to rush over hills and get the jump on the cavalry. They're cavalry, right?
Well, they're incredibly fast, that's for sure.
Right, exactly. And you can't see them when they're, in the bushes and like the things.
You can't see them when they're in the bushes.
Like cavalry,
Yeah, they're both smiling about this, and you see Anna in particular says, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." She says, "I can't wait to get you in the saddle of a griffin."
Whoa, that's rather forward. I'm just kidding.
Me neither.
Oh man.
Man, if there was ever a reason to haze someone.
For sure. For sure.
So, we'll go back to you, Todrin. So Esvele is wearing this beautifully tailored black ball gown with gold and blue trim, much like her parents, using the Rajnar family heraldry, their colors, as well as some very expensive but tasteful jewelry. She's here with, like I said, Sybil Sultlu, who you've met. Sybil is wearing a yellow ball gown that's kind of a sequined embroidery. But what really draws the eye here is that she is not wearing her hood here at the party, and you can see her head is bald, and she has green scales that start at where her scalp would be and run all the way back from the top of her head down the back of her neck. She's quiet, and she's obviously uncomfortable with the crowd. But as you approach, Esvele reaches out and greets you, and she says, "Oh, Todrin, welcome."
Esvele does that?
Yeah.
I bow over her hand, give her a kiss on the back of the hand. Lady Esvele, it's a pleasure to see you again.
It's a pleasure to see you too, Todrin. And she has a glass of wine in one hand. She says, "You've already met Sybil. You've had the pleasure. This is my
Sybil.
father, Roltame, and my mother, Azalea. Mom, Dad, this is Todrin Amcathra," and she points over to Seraphima and Bart and Mortimer. She says, "And those are the uncommon."
Lord and Lady Rajnar.
Yeah, and you can see Roltame is this kind of a barrel-chested guy in his 50s, bald head, also no scales, but he's wearing this really ostentatious blue suit with black and gold trim, a black bearskin cloak that's over his shoulders, and a beautiful rapier that's sheathed at his side. And you'll see there's a lot of the nobles in particular that have a rapier at their side or other weapons. Not necessarily that they expect trouble, it's just it's part of the outfit.
Right.
Meanwhile, I have the weird longsword.
Yep. And I've got
And
my stuff.
yeah. And Azalea is perhaps the single most overdressed person here. Her face is practically caked in makeup. She's wearing this over-the-top ruffled dress that matches her husband's suit very well. And atop her head, she's wearing this very elaborate wig that's decorated with flowers and a stuffed bird that appears to be swooping down in front of her, like the Rajnar family heraldry.
Oh, God. I see it now. Oh, Jesus.
So, do I need to? I can bring that up if I let me pull it up. the token here.
Oh, I don't need to see it
I
any
put it in
closer.
chat.
There you go.
That is strange.
Jeez.
So yeah,
Is it azaleas in her hair?
yes.
Meh.
So, uh, when Esvele introduces you, Roltome in particular, he says, "Ah, yes, I heard about your daring rescue of those people in Amphale and Keldell. You really showed those orcs. Bravo!" Kind of pats you on the back, a little harder than, a little harder than you'd like.
Indeed, Roltme. It was quite an adventure.
And I understand that you were all in Undermountain.
Just got back, actually. Yes.
He hardly lets you finish. Because, my oldest son, Crisanto's down there right now. Perhaps you saw him. He's quite the swordsman. Takes after his father.
Indeed. You do have a nice piece there.
Why, thank you. He kind of takes it out a little. He doesn't take it all the way, but yeah, sure he would. He's that kind of guy. He
Yeah.
takes it out all the way to show it off.
Of course. Yeah. I'll, nerd out with him over the.
Bunch of guys
sword.
whipping out their pieces.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's a very nice piece. It's a lot like your masterwork longsword. This would be a masterwork rapier. It doesn't appear to be magical, but it's a very, very nice piece.
Right.
And you can tell with your combat experience, it's never seen any kind of combat. Which, whether that just be because it's a dress for a dress outfit, or for just because he's never actually been in a sword fight, it's hard to say. But
Right. Yeah. I'll turn to Sybil. My lady, it's good to see you socializing out and about.
she's again very, very quiet and shy, but she kind of nods her head. And she says, "It's good to be out, I guess. It's a pleasure to see you again.
You're looking very lovely tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
New dress?
Actually, no. I've had this for years. Thank you."
Well, it's good to see you in it. And Esvele.
Tadrin. She kind of gives you this wry smile.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
What's that?
How are you?
Well, we stopped by the portal earlier. I don't know if you had heard about what happened there.
No, what happened?
We had to finish off what is hopefully the last of the intellect of ours.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that was a mess.
She says, "Well, here." There's a servant going by, and she grabs a glass of wine off of the tray and hands it to you. She says, "Drink up.
Yeah,
Might as well enjoy the party."
indeed, I will.
I need a D6 roll from Bart. You're the first person I saw.
6.
Perfect.
So, unfortunately, Kylie's not here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this just because.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? She might show up late, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna go to the next one. We'll say while you have pulled Esvele over a little bit to the side, and the two of you are talking, there's this rather pushy nobleman that says something incredibly rude to Sybil, and you can just see this look of shock on her face and just like humiliation. And before you can even react, Esvele just says, "Excuse me." She takes like 2 steps over it. She punches this guy right across the jaw.
Oh man. Nice.
And she just, as she's standing there, it's like the whole room just goes, and I turn towards her. She says, "Anybody else want to say something about my friend? They can go through House Rajnar." And there's this couple of people to kind of, clap softly, like, not sure what to do. And it's just this moment of like, did she just do that? And this guy is like, he puts his hand to his jaw and he starts to walk away. Eventually, you watch as he motions over, and he probably was a little on the drunk side to begin with, but
Yeah.
probably won't make that mistake again.
Wow. So he never like goes for a weapon or anything. He
No,
never just
nothing like
goes to
that.
fight her back. Okay.
No.
Because that's what Todd would be watching for.
Yeah. I meant to do these between scenes, so I'm gonna have. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d6 for me?
4.
All right. This one's actually for Bart. Bart, as you finish up your discussion with Verondar Levelstone, there's this nobleman that approaches you, and he says, Bartholomew Margaster, is it? Yes?
Yes.
He kind of puts an arm around your shoulder. He says, I understand you're single, is that true?
I just kind of look at his arm.
And he just says, I want you to consider, it's just my daughter. She would be perfect for you.
Oh, really?
Just, I mean, if you're single and she's single, you're both nobles.
Do I recognize this guy?
Not really. It's like you've probably met him in passing, but you don't recognize him. I will say you recognize the heraldry on his cloak would be House Roaringhorn, which is a well-known and popular family, but yeah.
Lord Roaringhorn. I never said that I was single.
So that's okay. It's just you're not married though, right? I don't see a ring on your finger.
No, I'm not married.
Well, look at it this way. He says it's not uncommon for people in order for the nobility to get married and to have a consort on the side. That's perfectly fine. He kind of gestures
You
over
want
to
your
his...
daughter to be a consort?
No. I want my daughter to be your wife. But you can always have a consort on the side. You don't have to like each other.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm sorry, I'm too busy to settle down.
Well, I understand. You're just fresh out of the Undermountain, yes?
Indeed.
It just continues. He's pushy about it, but he doesn't. It's not like he can force you. But it's uncomfortable.
Constantly circling back. Yes, my sister, my daughter is quite eligible. And I'm just like,
It's one of those things where you imagine it's like, you still don't have a man. You still don't have someone. Please, dear, come on. Make me some grandkids.
wow.
Oh yeah.
We get the impression that his family would be marrying up to marry into Margaster.
Probably even-ish.
Okay.
Here's the thing: Roaringhorn is a well-known name. It's a popular name. They're not in a bad place or anything. But Margaster's moving up, and
right.
Maybe the thought there would be something along. Roll an insight check. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but it's not a terribly important thing. It's just a random roll.
Oh, where's my thing? I wasn't there. I won't roll.
Yeah, you don't know. Anyway, Mortimer, go ahead and roll me one more d6.
We go 3. You like my new dice?
Yeah, your dragon dice.
I did like
It's
them.
dragon scales, and the colors are 69 boob, 69, 69, 69, and then pink.
All right.
Nice.
I will say. Let's see. I will say by this point that you've all kind of gotten together here. I will say around the Rajnars. You've managed to dodge this pushy nobleman Bart for the time being, and behind you, you hear a very familiar voice. It says, "Well, I hear you're back from Undermountain, huh?" Jarlaxle
No
appears
way.
right behind you.
What?
And he says, So, how was it, How are you, my
I turn
friends?
around and I look at him. Jarlaxle, what brings you here?
In the flesh, my friend. It's good to see you all. Well, I could not just let you, I couldn't pass through the city without seeing you all, my best friends,
Yes, best friends.
Indeed, man. I'll reach out to clasp forearms with him.
Yeah. He, graciously shakes your hand, and I let go of the thing. Oh god, I can't let go of him now. I picked him up and he wouldn't go anywhere. Anyway, sorry. It's a learning process, excuse me.
Sticky tokens.
So, but yeah, he shakes your hand and he turns to all of you and he just says, I wanted to personally thank you each for rescuing Feleract and Kravig. It is two of my best men. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the return.
Yes, we attempted to deal with Gnarl. Did I ever do a roll to see if I knew if he was actually dead or not?
Go ahead and do one now. Just call it an Arcana check.
21.
Nice.
No, there's no way. No way he's dead.
Yeah, so I tell him that we tried to deal with Jarlaxle, but he
Gnarl.
Oh.
yes, we tried to deal with Gnarl, and his staff of power he had managed to give him a hasty escape.
He nods his head and says, don't worry, I understand. It took me a minute to get back into his voice. He says, I understand, and as far as I'm concerned, kind of gestures to the group of you. Says, for rescuing Feleract and Krebig, consider us even.
I appreciate that.
Really was our pleasure to do that for them, and you are right. They kick ass.
Brig and Dareth always does.
Yes.
I should also let you know. And he kind of looks up, and you see Ramalia heading this way. He says, I should also let you know, there's a ship in Waterdeep's harbor right now that is delivering food and aid for Amphale from Luskan.
Really?
Indeed.
Hmm.
And you see Ramalia comes up. She's got this big smile on her face, and she says, Jarlaxle, you weren't invited. And he goes, I considered it just a simple oversight. I'm sure no one... And she just kind of gives him this look. And he's like, don't worry, I just wanted to see my friends here, that's all. She said. She just kind of gives him this look like... You can... they've met, at least in passing. Like, enough that she knows him by name. And he says, well, it appears that I am unwanted. So
Before you go, how is Thentius?
Your brother is doing quite well. He's enjoying his studies in Luskan.
The last I saw him, he said something along the lines of,
God. Wow. But yes, he's doing very well.
Well, give him my regards.
Certainly, if you wish to come to Luskan and meet him, or if you wish, I can arrange for him to come here.
I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate that.
So he's not meant to be a prisoner or anything like that. It's just needed to get him out of Waterdeep and probably away from your father. And so,
Yeah.
There's a good chance Thentius doesn't want to come back just yet. So
Fair.
But yeah, so he will bow down, give you a tip of the hat to each of you, and Ramalia just kind of stands over him like, come on. And as she starts to escort him, he darts off into a group of people, and he just fucking disappears. And she just looks around like, where did he go? And you've completely lost track of him.
That is awesome. If anyone in this world is Deadpool, it's Jarlaxle.
Jarlax pool.
Jarlaxpool.
That's awesome. I was saving this one for Seraphima, but it's important for Todrin too. The party passes on. You guys talk to other people here, and eventually, you do come to a point where they're starting to call for everyone to come to the table for the feast. And Rhea makes a very, very pointed effort to sit across from you, Todrin.
Oh, okay. Does she ever say anything? Jesus
You
Christ,
did not.
the token.
You did not see. You did not see her until she. You didn't see her at the party until she literally is like sitting down right in front of you.
I stiffen in my chair a little.
So everyone is currently being sat down at this beautiful dining room, and these servants and all come by with wine and all sorts of things. But at this moment, though, Rhea gets a glass of wine and roll an insight check.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Ah.
She spills it right in Seraphima's lap.
Oh no.
And there's this whole thing of making a big fuss about it. And, oh, here, let me get you cleaned up. And it's just making a bad situation worse the further it goes. And she says, "I'm so sorry." It's hard to tell if she really is or not. With a 9, you can't be sure if it was intentional or not.
Know, if Kylie was here, she'd attack her.
Probably so. But there was a reason I was holding off, but we'll see. But anyway, is there anything you wanted to say or do as Rhea's here? And she makes a very pointed effort to get your attention, I'll say.
Todd does his best to be aloof and ignore her. Rhea, that wasn't actually.
I'm terribly sorry.
We're seated at the table?
Yeah.
Actually, Rhea, would you mind talking to me after the meal?
What about?
We'll talk after the meal.
She says, I thought maybe you were angry with me.
Yeah, why would I be angry?
Well, you all left me in Lionora, but then I met Loranlis there, and he's been such a wonderful friend. And if you hadn't left me, I wouldn't have met him. It's kind of funny how these things work out. And I see now, though, that you taught me an important lesson by leaving me there to fend for myself. You made me a stronger woman.
Wow, this bitch is crazy. I'm like, we looked for you. You were nowhere to be found when the column formed up.
Well, maybe I didn't want to be found. I was talking to Loranlis.
Right. As long as we're
So
clear,
we left you there.
I didn't leave you on purpose. None of us did.
Well, nobody waited for me.
Am I there?
Yes, you're there. You're all sitting there close.
I just kind of glare at her. I'm like, excuse me, but that's rather rude. You knew what time we were supposed to be leaving. You were made quite aware. It is not our fault that you decided to be forgetful.
I just kind of raise my eyebrows as I'm looking at her.
I'm going to call this an intimidation check, despite the fact it's not necessarily meant to be an intimidation check unless you say it is.
No.
But just to roll an intimidation check, just to see.
Rawr!
Rawr! It's effective.
Yeah. Her reaction is rather timid. Like she almost she was in the middle of all this conversation. She gets a little quiet when Bart kind of goes off on her.
Hell yeah, Bert.
Tell me I'm rude and that I left you behind to fend for yourself because you were too stupid to be where you knew you needed to be?
I love it.
How
Hell yeah.
dare I?
Hell yeah.
All right. So, the evening carries on. Eventually, the butler comes out to announce that dinner is ready to be served. And as you're all sat here, you're offered your choice of roasted duck, pork, fish, or eel, all with a lemon-flavored glaze. There are freshly baked loaves of bread with bowls of whipped butter, scones served with spiced jellies, sugared almonds, honey mustard hard-boiled eggs, and a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, and cheeses, and very expensive wine.
I'm hungry.
It is without a doubt a feast that you would find nowhere other than a noble villa. It seems almost as if there's a constant parade of servants in and out of the kitchen, serving food and filling wine glasses. And the conversation ranges broadly, from gossip about a noble couple that eloped last week to a dull rambling on arcane theory. There's the latest news from the remarkably quiet war with Lugnak's orc horde, and the recent fall of the Xanathar Guild, of course. And of course, the Uncommon's adventures in Undermountain, which captivates those listening in. Almost everyone around you seems to be just enjoying themselves until a noble woman at another table screams out. Give me 1 second. She screams out, "My necklace! Where's my necklace?" And all eyes turn towards her. What do you all do?
Do I
Did any of
recognize
us
her?
notice?
It's a minor noblewoman. She's appears to be from House Violent.
Okay.
Everyone in the room, there's kind of this hush as she stands up and she's clutching her neck like she's looking around. Oop. Hang on, not that one. Sorry.
Take heart of courage. I love that I can see the song names now.
So, all eyes turn towards her, and then someone else shouts, "That servant stole my coin purse!" There's another shout that comes from the back. "It's the Black Viper! Someone stop her!" And so you all look towards the shouting, and you see a servant run into the kitchen and out of sight. And out of the corner of your eyes, the opposite side of the room, you see a black-cloaked figure that appears in the hallway on the opposite side and slams the doors closed. You are currently, both sides, someone has run through and closed the doors to the dining room. What do you all want to do?
Okay, so at one end of the room, we saw a servant, supposedly named the Black Viper, run off with someone's possession into the kitchen and shut the doors. Or into wherever and shut the doors. And then
Correct.
on the other end, we see the doors get shut behind a black-robed figure that's now standing in the room with us.
No, not in the room. Has slammed the doors and closed the doors. They are not in the room with you.
I want to stand up and real quick look around the room and see if I see anyone missing. Is Sybil still there? Esvalet? The Bella
Roll a perception check.
Oh, almost a nat 20.
Everyone seems to be here.
Oops.
Whoa. Rhea starts spouting code. bar1.attribute::attributes.hp.
So anyway, but no, as far as you can tell, everyone's here. There's not. The only empty seat is the one that this noblewoman has stood up out of.
Okay, I'll point toward. Oh man, I'll make eye contact with Bert. Split or follow the rope.
Well, let's get her. Them? It?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are two possible paths here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the black cloak go into the kitchen, though.
No,
Okay.
there's two.
There are two different people. One went into the kitchen. and people were
Oh.
pointing at that one as being the one that stole the coin purse. And then on the opposite side of the room, there is a black cloaked figure ran through the hall and slammed the doors shut, like these
Oh.
big double doors that just slam shut.
Right. So I make eye contact with you, and I'm like, split or follow the rope.
Split, and I'll run towards the doors, the big doors.
That the black rope person went through.
Yes.
Okay. I will grab Sarah's hand and take off toward the servant.
All right, you go towards the kitchen, and then Bart's going towards the hall. Mortimer, what about you?
Kitchen.
All right.
Do you leave Bart alone?
Bart prefers it that way. He gets into less trouble.
He doesn't have to wipe any memories.
So that's actually a really fair point. I want to point something out very very distinctly here. You are in a very public place. There are a lot of important eyes watching, and at this point, no one has been injured. It's important to note that the City Watch and the nobility want the Black Viper alive to face trial.
Right. I don't go around murdering people.
Neither do I.
This is just in general. I want everyone to be aware that
Yep.
it would be a crime to kill this person unless they try to kill you, basically.
Right. You don't got to tell the paladin.
This is in general for the group.
Oh, okay.
So
I went the other way and didn't hear any of that.
all right, Bart, you get to the door and the door won't open.
Oh, all right. Can I? Hold on. I need to read a spell.
Can I knock?
I'm gonna dimension door through it.
Brilliant.
God.
Do you have to
Nice.
see the other side? Is the only question I have.
No. I
Uh,
don't think you have to see with Dimension Door.
nope. To any other spot within range.
All right. So Bart,
One I can visualize. One I can describe.
you get to the door, it won't open. You dimension door just in a flash. He disappears from one side, he appears on the other side, and you look back towards the door, and there's a candelabra that's been like stuck between the door handles to block it. So it's not locked. It's just been barred shut with this candelabra.
Nice.
And you see the black cloak just goes around another corner up ahead of you.
Did I see them?
Just the edge of their cloak is all you see going around the
Dang.
corner.
I will. How far is the corner?
Say 20 feet.
Okay, I'll try to run to the end of the corner to see if I can see them.
I'll say you won't quite get there to see them, but I'm going to go to the other guys now here at the kitchen. The kitchen is full of servants. I'm going to have a dexterity check from anyone that's entering the kitchen to not bump into a servant.
Okay. Dexterity check.
Oops.
Whoops indeed.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Sorry?
Can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Bart, can you don't use a spell slot, but cast Misty Step? This is so cool.
He's right. This is cool.
That's your 30 feet range. Go ahead and click where you want to move.
That is
Whoa.
fucking cool, dude.
Oh!
Isn't it? That is amazing.
It even made the sound and everything. So cool.
So, in the kitchen though,
I blunder.
Mort, and it happens with Mort first, but Mort trips underneath. He's trying to go through this poor servant girl's legs, and he bobbles, and she ends up spilling this entire tray of food, and it just goes everywhere. It gets all over Todrin and Mort both. You guys get slowed down as you were chasing after this servant that appears to have run around the corner. But as far as you can tell, though, they are ahead of you, but you know the direction they're going still.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
I just like Bert. Did I see them long enough to try to cast something?
I wouldn't say no, not yet.
Okay.
You just see like shadows at this point.
There's always time to cast Fireball.
Unfortunately, or fortunately,
Again,
I don't
you
know
are
that
in
one.
a noble villa. I will also point out property damage is a thing.
He knows. He knows.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
don't damage all those slaves.
I
No.
will cast bless, muttering curses on Morton
Oh,
under my
do it.
breath.
Do it. Like
And
literally cast it.
yeah, I will. Hang on. I gotta do.
I love the excitement from Kai. I really do. It's like a kid on Christmas.
Can I not
I love it.
target both of us?
Drag a box around you.
Oh,
Those
okay.
both.
There we go. Blam. Shablam. Whoosh, whoosh.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Beautiful.
That's
I love
pretty. So wait, does that stay on us? We're blessed? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, and then
We'll keep glowing like that.
I yell
Alright.
out at her. I'm like, "Stop, thief!"
All right. So you guys continue chasing, and again, you're just chasing shadows at this point. I'll go back to Bart. Bart, you round the corner again. You hear footsteps running upstairs. What do you do?
Can I see those stairs?
Not yet. You can hear them around the corner.
All right, I'll run to the stairs, and if I can see that they're still on the stairs, I want to try to Misty Step up to the top of the stairs.
You don't see them on the stairs, but you could Misty Step up to the top of the stairs to gain some gain
Yes,
ground. Okay.
let us do it.
All right. At this point, then you've gained enough ground that you see this person rather clearly. They're opening a door on the second floor here, and about to go in.
Can I cast Hold Person?
Go ahead. So
No targets.
right, that's okay. I'll just. What's your
16.
spell save DC? They actually will make it with their modifier. I rolled a natural 15. So yeah, you watch as they look like they've been stopped by it for just a second and then pull free of it and keep going.
I'll run after them.
All right. Meanwhile, Todder and Mort, you guys again chase upstairs. This time, what you guys notice is on the floor in front of you, there's a servant's outfit that's just been shredded on the and it's like someone took it off mid-run and dropped it on the ground. What do you guys want to do?
They're naked. Let's look for the naked ones.
Yeah, of course. I'm not looking for the naked ones.
We're in a hallway now, or
Yeah.
again?
We don't see anyone down the hall?
There's a lot of twisting corridors in here.
I'm gonna dash as far as I can.
All right.
Yeah,
Just like whatever the main path is.
Yeah, I will get to the dropped clothes and then from that spot look down crossing corridors and whatnot, looking
Alright.
for open windows, open doors, footsteps.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh god, I was so close to a 20. I keep doing that.
All right. I will say the best you guys can gather though is that there's a set of stairs that you do hear. You hear voices upstairs coming from.
Oh, okay.
100 upstairs.
Yeah, are there stairs in vision, in sight?
Not in vision, but you can find them pretty quick.
Okay, we'll go up those.
All right. When you guys come up to the top here, now the only person you actually see right now is Bart.
Oh! Bert, she came this way!
Did I see that?
You would not have seen the other person. No,
What? How?
you didn't see him.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we'll join him, and we're following the other person now, I guess.
Oh god, why did the music change? I didn't mean for it to change.
Arrival to Earth. It's aliens!
All right.
Oh god,
So tell me real quick, what can you guys see?
nothing. We don't have
Black.
tokens.
Okay. I'm going to drag your characters on here. Give me 1 second.
Oh snap! One. What is this?
So as you guys come to this room that Bart's in, you see this woman currently standing in the window. And behind her, there is a... I'll say by this point, you've followed them up enough stairs. You're up in the top of the tower, and you see this going out onto the rooftops behind them, and they have a wire from this rooftop to another one, and she's going out the window on that wire right now. What do you guys do?
Are we supposed to be able to see anything other than blackness and our token?
Oh, I'm sorry.
One more time, I'm gonna try hold person.
All right, go for it. Let me...
And I will
Ooh,
try
this
my-
time she fails. You watch as she's reaching up to grab this, and she grabs the wire and she's just holds in place.
Todrin, get her!
Yeah, I'll charge forward and try to grab her.
All right.
Pull her back into the room and tackle her.
Yeah, you pull her back. She's wearing this tight black outfit, this leather catsuit kind of thing, and she's got a hood up. What do you do?
Pull that off.
All right. Oop. I don't know of a better way to do this. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Can you see anything?
Now I can see
Nope.
this strip of map revealed where I was moved across, but everything else is still black.
Kai, I don't know what the problem is. Token vision.
Alright, here's what I can see.
How's that?
Hey! I see this
Okay.
mood screen.
I'm sorry, this is a whole new system and I don't fully understand it.
No, it's
Oh, good.
totally fine.
So what you should be able to see is this first circle.
We can
You
see
see
the
that
whole
or
thing.
more than that? Okay, you shouldn't see the whole thing. I apologize. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Kai, what's the problem here?
There we
Is
go.
it
There,
lighting?
there it goes.
We can see Black Viper with one circle.
Okay. So you should all see this currently.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
So you pull her in, you pull the hood off of her head. She's about 16 years old.
Alright, keep her held down. Does she have any weapons?
Yes, they do have weapons.
Okay, I'll pull those off her for my turn.
Her weapons, she has a pair of daggers that are currently sheathed on her side.
I'll
but
pull
the-
her daggers out and throw them across the floor.
Yeah. More importantly, what she also has is slung over one shoulder is a backpack that is full of silverware and plates and things like that.
Okay.
It's expensive cutlery, basically.
Yeah.
All right, but out the window, what you guys see is two more of them, both dressed in black, ziplining across the street onto the rooftops of Troll Skull Alley.
Okay. I'll point at this one on the ground and say, Sarah, keep this one.
You got it.
And
So yeah, she'll get down and hold her down.
yeah, I will leap out the window onto that wire and
All right.
actually, since I had just
You
pulled
are
her
50
daggers
feet
out,
in the. You're 50 feet in the air. Oh,
Yeah,
point
so-
that out.
so since I had just pulled out her daggers, I'll grab one, wrap it in a bit of cloth from my cape, which I'm sure I'm wearing, and use that to zip line across.
All right. Roll me a dexterity check. Call it acrobatics, actually.
Acrobatics. This can only go well. Sure, blam. Good God.
Oof.
You guys watch as he does this. He loops this thing up, and he gets about 3 feet, and then and he starts to go down.
What gives?
It's you, your grip.
So the cloth slips over one end of the dagger,
Yep.
and I just go falling. Whee!
Yeah. You will take. Oh gosh, what is it? 10? Is it 1d6 for every 10 feet? I think.
That sounds right.
Sounds right. Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah. So 1, 2. I could have done those all at the same time, but that's okay.
50 feet in the air. Oh my God.
You didn't even
You
blink.
take 20 points of damage as you go crashing down.
Ouch. Okay.
Minus
I'm
3.
okay.
Minus 3 for your heavy points of heavy armor thing that you're not actually wearing right now. So
I'm not.
still 20 points of damage.
Yep. Ouch.
All right. What do the rest of you do? You watch as these two, they're all the way across the street, which is a good distance away. I'd have to do the math to check exactly
I
how
just
far
watch
it is.
them go.
So Todd leaps out the window. Goes, ah! And then
I just stand there at the window.
I'm gonna try sliding down the.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Oh man. Oh no.
Whee!
I'm just standing there at the window, and I hear. And then Mort dives out too.
So I imagine he tries to jump up and grab the cable like Todd does, but he falls short and just hits his hips on the window and just kind of folds over the sill and falls straight down.
So, fortunately, when you fall, you have a cushion to land on.
Yep.
It's called Todrin, and you only take 16 points of damage as you fall.
Todrin, hey, how are you?
Ow.
So as both of you guys look up, you see these two women on the roof of, and now they're crossing over not Esvale, they're crossing over Fala's place. What do you guys want to do?
Get off, we gotta follow.
Let's go. I roll over.
All right, Bart, how about you?
I'm gonna look at this contraption. Does it look like I can do it safely?
Probably. There's probably a way.
I just look down at Todred and Mortimer scrambling.
I will say if you take time to do an action to look at the wire over, I will give you advantage on the roll.
Deal.
Okay. So go ahead and roll with advantage. That's enough.
Better.
Yeah. So, Bart,
It's just like
you guys watch as Bart goes all the way over, but they've got a good lead on you now as they're basically going over steam and steel now.
Alright, I will give chase.
All right, Bart and Mort, you guys are giving chase on the ground.
Todd and Mort, and yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Who did I say? Did I say?
Bart and Mort.
I'm sorry. But yeah, let me split you guys up this way. There, that's better. So, you guys are giving chase on the ground. Bart, what do you want to do?
Makes me wish I had prepared fly today.
Why wouldn't you?
Because that's a
I
good
know.
question.
I know.
How far in front of me would you say they are?
I'm gonna call it 150 feet.
That's only a minute. Does it look like they can see me?
Yeah. If they look back, they can see you.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself and keep pursuing.
All right.
Wait. You lose. Well, when you do that, you lose concentration on the hold person.
That's
Oh,
okay. Seraphima's got her.
Hopefully Seraphima's got her.
Yeah, she's got her. Don't worry about that. She's got her. Todrin, Mortimer, what are you guys doing? You see them on
Dashing.
top of Steam and Steel right now.
Yeah, dashing. At any point, if I can see them enough, I want to try my 3rd level plant growth, but it's not that. It's my divine channel divinity. I have a channel divinity where I lock people down. I don't know where to find my stuff yet.
Features.
Features. Channel divinity. Nature's wrath.
Does that do damage?
No, it's a action for a strength or dexterity saving throw, their choice.
All right.
Oh, creature within 10 feet of me. God, that thing is so weak.
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah,
be
they're
holding
well
that
out of
dash.
range for that. But
Yeah, we'll be double
I will
dashing
say-
then.
tell you what, why don't both of you roll me an intelligence check, just super quick.
God, garbage all night.
All right. So yeah, you guys keep running. You do get to a point though where you're running through Steam and Steel, trying to find some way up. And Avi and Imbrick are in the back working on the forge, and you guys go running through, and they're like, "Hey guys!"
Hey, passing through. People on the roof.
Back to Bart. What do you want to do?
Board.
I'm running after them.
All right. So they get to a point where they're running out of room to run on Troll Skull Alley, and you see they've got another one of those wires set up.
Okay. I'm trying to reach them before they do that.
Okay. Well, it takes them an action to get it ready, so you will have time to catch up.
I didn't know I was gonna actually catch up.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh shit! Now what?
So once I get there, obviously I have Weaver out. I'm gonna strike at one of them for non-lethal damage.
All right. Go ahead and
Obviously,
roll an
I have
attack
Weaver out.
with advantage because you're invisible.
— 16.
All right, that's a hit.
Versatile? What does that mean?
That's because I made it a finesse weapon.
Oh.
So with the versatile click, is that the two-handed damage, and the normal damage is one-handed?
Oh wait, the versatile is because it's two-handed. I'm sorry. Finesse is a different thing. Sorry.
But my
Okay,
question
so I
still
swing at her.
stands.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was me being not knowing what I'm talking about.
So damage is one-handed, versatile is two-handed?
Versatile's two-handed, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's 2 points of damage.
Yep. I only
Whack.
get one attack. Kapow! Come on, read it.
We need to adjust that because you're supposed to be getting the. It's supposed to be a finesse weapon now, or whatever.
really?
We'll figure it out later. I meant for it to be from the beginning, for if you ever did use it in combat, but that's okay. Anyway,
She
you
would
do.
have taken 4.
All right.
No, 5. Because I rolled
Alright.
a 3 and I have plus
Sure.
2 to dex.
All right. They obviously have no idea what's going on, and as suddenly one of them gets hit and kind of looks around like, "What was that?" And at this point, you see both of them have taken their hoods off. Hang on. And you can see each one of them looks to be between the ages of, say, 15 and 16. They are all wearing these similar black outfits that as they're running across the rooftops here. Todrin and Mortimer, as you guys get around to the back, you find there's a ladder on the side, one of the side of the buildings.
Convenient. I'll toss Mort up on it and run up after him.
Scramble fly.
All right, both of you give me an athletics check. You're not going to risk a fall here, but just to see how fast you can scramble up. I'll give advantage to Mort for the toss.
God bless it.
Not your night, is it?
No.
Oh my god.
Or either one of you.
Oh my god.
So you guys spend the rest of the turn getting up the ladder, but you do get to the top of the thing, but you don't get any closer to them than that.
Alright.
Quick interjection.
yeah.
Brilliant idea using the walls to separate those pictures.
Thank you. I just wish it had done it right the first time. I know everybody saw it earlier, but that's fine. Bart, we're going to come back to you. They're just about to go over the edge with this. They have no idea they're being attacked. As they look over, they see Todrin and Mortimer coming over, and you hear one of them say to the other one, she says, "Cut the line when I get across."
I'm gonna cut the line now.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And as you do, they both look up, and the line goes slack, and it falls across the other way, and you can just see both of them. Their hearts just sink, like, oh shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, one of
They
us
have
knows
no
what
idea
he's
what
doing.
just. They have no idea what just happened.
Oh, greater invisibility is broken.
But they both
Super
look at you guys.
Ooh, slice.
Yeah, they both look to you guys, and they're kind of like here on the edge of the building, and just like, shit, what do we do now? I don't know. I didn't think this would happen. And she kind of looks up and she says, I don't know how that happened. She's complete confusion. And then, what do you guys do?
I'll start striding toward them and I'll say, "That was me. Take one more step and it'll get worse."
And they both kind of slowly put their hands up, and they go, okay. Just, look, you can have all the stuff back, okay? And they both sling forward these sacks full of jewelry and cutlery, and I'm having to speak over the volume because of music, sorry. But,
No way.
they throw just jewelry and all sorts of stuff in front of you guys.
I pull out the manacles that Todrin gave me almost 2.5 months ago, and I slap them on one of them.
Nice.
All right. I'll say you get the one in the middle that looks to be like maybe the ringleader. She's the oldest.
Okay.
She, what the hell? She has this weird look on her face as you do this. There's no resistance. It's just complete confusion.
I think I still have a set of manacles here too. So I'll. Oh, that's block and
Look,
tackle.
just let us go. You can have the stuff back, okay?
Not happening, ladies.
Oh, come on. I told you this was a bad idea.
She's right. It was. I'm gonna finally get up to them and grab the third one, the one that's not.
Yeah, again,
Manacle.
no resistance at all.
All right, ladies, let's get back there. You have some apologizing to do.
Once they're both manacled, I just appear holding my sword.
Nice work, Bert.
I try. It's
I'm like
cold out
bleeding
here.
from a nostril.
The one in the middle that you did that all to, she just looks to you, Bart, and she just goes, "Did you come across that wire with us?"
I did.
Respect.
Did better than I did.
I just kind of chuckle. It was a wire. And I just look at Todrin and Mortimer.
It was a difficult wire, all right.
All right.
Mumble
So-
something about it couldn't hold my weight.
You guys come back to Old Winter Villa, which again is not very far away. And waiting at the gates is Ramalia Haventree rather. And the courtyard now is filled with people. They're up to their shins in snow, but you guys come back leading these two women, or girls really, they're 15, 16 years old, and there is just a uproar of cheering, and you've definitely the approval of everyone at the party right now. And you see Seraphima bringing down the other one, and all three of them have this look on their face like, shit.
Busted.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just gesture grandly at Bert with the hand that isn't holding this third girl. It was mostly him, folks.
I mean, we all helped. It was a work of the uncommon.
Again, when you say that, there's all sorts of cheers. It's to the uncommon, and someone raises a wine glass, and it is definitely the talk of the party at this point. All the items are returned to Romalia, and Verondar Levelstone is standing there at the door, like getting out his book, his notebook to press charges. And Romalia says, "These aren't the Black Viper. There's no way."
They
She
were.
just looks at them.
Oh shit. Now I get it. How do you know it's not them? They were good at what they did.
They did seem to do a pretty good job. There is one thing we know about the Black Viper, though. She's older than these group.
Oh, really?
You see all of them are kind of hanging their heads. It says, "So, what do you have to say for yourselves?" And they're all like, we're sorry. And they do eventually, as things are being said and all, they do tell you that they were inspired by the Black Viper.
And they wouldn't have gotten away with it, too.
There's actually a level of, not necessarily that they're mad at you guys for catching them. It was, one of them actually says, it was kind of fun.
Right up till they lose a hand for being thieves.
Verondar, they don't do that in Waterdeep. Don't worry. Verondar kind of raises an eyebrow. And you see all of these nobles are, there's a throw the book at them, just a bunch of kids and all this kind of stuff. And Romalia kind of looks to you guys and says, well, what do you think? You guys got hurt.
Oh, that was my own stupid fault.
She kind of looks to Verondar, and he's like, well, it's up to you.
Well, I think they should be punished.
I do too.
Looked like Mort jumped out the window on purpose, honestly.
She goes, go ahead and press charges. It's just nothing serious, though. Everything's still here. We've got everything. They start handing out some of the items that were stolen from other people. Essentially, they get off really light.
Are they noble girls?
They are not nobles. They're commoners. And one of the things that Romalia will tell you is there have been more and more copycats like this for the Black Viper. They're just
Common
kids.
needs to set a better example.
They're just kids, though. I'm not going to ruin their lives for this, but... And you see Verondar says he's... Essentially, she presses charges. He's going to fine them for what they stole, and he's going to give them basically community service, but more community service by a long shot than what Nat and the others got. But what he's going to give them is called a men's farm. A men's farm, if you all remember, is just outside of Waterdeep. There is a farm that is specifically for criminals that aren't necessarily violent criminals, that rehabilitation and that kind of thing to get their lives back on track, that kind of thing. So, all things considered, Romalia is being very kind here in not throwing the book at them. If you guys had gotten really hurt, or if it had gotten in combat, they'd probably gotten a much more significant sentence. But the only damage caused was, frankly, to yourselves. So,
I mean, that might be the way it looks like to an observer, but
You should see the
It's
other
the
100
truth.
guys.
but Verondar will tell you guys, yes, we have been having more reports of Black Viper activity and, in fact, copycats that have been arrested like these three.
I'd be interested to know what we do know about the actual Black Viper.
Not a lot. She's a woman. Between the age of, say, 20 and 30, 20, 25 probably.
She's been seen?
Not much more than that, unfortunately. Human, as far as we can tell.
Security cameras.
Check the footage.
Oh, she's crossed swords with more than one nobleman.
Really? How'd she do?
Quite well, actually. No one's caught her yet.
May have to look into that.
But these three are currently off to prison. Just, Amin's farm is not much of a prison, to be honest. They'll be fine.
That was cool.
Alright. So you guys will have to excuse me for some of the potential fiddliness there. I was running that kind of on the fly.
It's very worth it to have such
You
an
did really
awesome
well, man.
program.
So,
do you also notice we now have macros for turning on and off the names?
we do? How?
I'll show you the import later, but we do.
Okay. Cool. Alright. So, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit more. I'm going to call the session there. Unless
Very
anyone
cool.
has anything they want to add or do at the end of here.
Just
No.
that Todd is still looking to talk at Rhea.
Alright, let's go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
So we'll end the session eventually, but we're still good for now. So, yeah. Again, when you guys come back, she like runs up to you. That was amazing! I can't believe you caught them.
As she's running up, I put a hand out in front of me and stop her from getting too close to me.
Again, wide smile. She's, what's wrong?
Rhea, I heard about you trying to get into our upper floor at the tavern while we were gone.
What do you mean?
Do you deny it?
I just wanted to see if you were home.
That's what the people on the first floor are for, Rhea.
There's just silence and kind of this look of uh-oh.
Now,
A look you guys are getting a lot of today. You got it from from Matrim. You got it from these three copycats.
Listen, there are boundaries that I need you to respect. One of them is my personal living space. I can't have you going up there just for no reason.
I missed you, that's all.
If you need to talk to me, you can ask one of our employees. They'll let you know where I am.
She just kind of gives you this weird look and she says, I just wanted to be close to you.
Now, one more thing, and don't lie to me. Were you ever upstairs while I wasn't there?
I mean, I slept in your bed a few times.
What? Jesus Christ!
Am I standing there for that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, oh my.
Oh my! Can I incite her? Is she telling the truth?
Go ahead.
Do I believe this crazy bitch?
Every word of it.
Hey! Natural 20!
Every word of it. Probably
Holy
more than
shit.
once.
Rhea, and this, he does not laugh or smile. This, like, dark cloud passes over Todd's face. Rhea, personal space, woman. You cannot be in my room when I'm not there.
I think what he means is you can't be in his room.
Todrin, I
Period.
love you.
Oh, Rhea, we've been through this.
You love me, though. I know you do.
No, Rhea, I don't. I really... We had our time. It's over. You need to move on.
You see tears welling up in her eyes.
This isn't the first time he's had to do this, though.
She's like, but I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Rhea. I am, but no, that's over.
No, it's not. It's not over, Todrin.
It is. I say it is.
She just kind of looks from you to Bart to Mortimer, and then Seraphima, who's just basically staring daggers at her.
I'm sorry to do this in front of other people, but you don't seem to be taking the hint.
At this point, tears are just pouring down her face, and she turns around and she runs off.
She smelled nice.
I feel bad for the poor girl, but she's not taking the hint. She slept in my bed. What the fuck? That's
You
amazing.
said you wanted crazy.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's great. Woo. Man. I guess I should have confirmed if she was going through my things or not, but I guess...
I would say yes. You would have gotten that impression with a natural 20. She definitely went through your things.
Yeah. Okay. How'd she get in? Through the fucking window? What the hell? That's perfect. I love it. I love it. And every time that token, especially tonight when that token popped up out of nowhere next to me on the map,
I was hoping that would be the case.
I physically jumped a little. Oh god!
Like Jarlaxle does it, nobody bats an eye. Rhea does it, all hell breaks loose.
Oh man, that was fun. I liked the party. That was cool.
All right. And so yeah, others will come up to you guys as Valet and Sybil and her parents and the Garnt and Inna and Savra will all come by and see how you guys are doing and talk about how that happened and what happened. And
extend an invite graciously at some point for Esvalet to visit me at the tavern.
sure, I'd love to.
Excellent.
All right. Do you want to do that or call it here for the night?
Oh, let's call it here. It's just
All
for
right.
some night in the future her to show up.
Sure. No problem.
Basically what we talked about.
Ooh.
Wait, what did we talk about?
Oh,
The thing. The
yeah.
threesome thing.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that next time.
Cool.
Did you say the foursome thing?
I mean, if you want.
No, but
you have to talk to him about that.
it's a
But
possibility.
Wow. Okay. Bart has only ever read about this in books.
So that's what that's for.
All right, so I will start with the most obvious thing here being the Black Viper copycats. What do you guys think?
Fantastic.
That's a
I
good
didn't
idea.
even know the copycats were a thing. I forgot about the Black Viper.
That's part of the problem. You guys have basically ignored the Black Viper thing every time it comes up, and it has escalated, and it has escalated, and it has escalated. and you guys
Why
just
is it
don't
our
have.
problem?
It's not your problem. It's just no one's been able to stop the Black Viper, and
I'm just kidding.
the
Jason.
situation has gone unresolved, and it has escalated.
Yes, it has.
In fact, you will
Freaking-
probably hear more about it soon.
Oh.
Freaking dark-colored snakes.
Bum,
So
bum,
I will
bum.
say there will be several days that will pass between the session and the next, and I am going to take the opportunity to post something to the tavern in Discord.
Okay.
I guess I can do it now. I was going to wait till a little while, but this would be several days later. Give me 1 minute to make sure I've got all of this. Actually, just we'll continue talking while I type this out because this is going to take me a little while. But any comments, suggestions, anything anybody had? How did you feel about the matchroom situation?
It was sad.
Yeah, definitely was
I got
sad.
super confused, so
You did?
you guys all even called me on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Yep, covering it up. I don't know what you're talking about."
you like
those
the
Zentarum. Wait, what? God damn it!
You know it's the Xanathar, right? Yep, but it's Matrim, who is also not Zentarum. I know, I'm just saying things. Move on. What? What's that over there? A distraction, huh?
Pretty much.
No, yeah, that was sad, and I'm glad we were able to handle it. I was afraid he was just gonna disappear into the wind, and we'd have to find him later. It's good to be back. Good to be back in Waterdeep and dealing with all these people.
Excuse me, sorry. So you can see what that says right now. I'm going to post the rest of it in a little while.
What? An interview?
So I've had it ready for weeks.
Oh.
Let's see. What do you guys think of Foundry in general? Now that we've had a chance to play around with it a little bit.
God, I love it.
It's actually pretty cool.
I like it too. There's a few things about Fantasy Grounds that are a little easier, but I think overall it is absolutely a better program.
Yeah. As I learn the UI and where to find what I'm looking for and everything, it will just get better and better. I like that the music is built in because rhythm has always sounded like music coming over a radio. It's better than nothing, but
Yeah.
this, we're getting the file. It sounds great.
This is going to be several of these in a row, so.
But I am starving to death. I haven't eaten since this morning.
All right.
So I'm gonna go get some food and then come back, play some games.
Yeah, Alex and I
Alright.
are gonna go make dinner. So
Cool.
Have a good night.
yeah, good night, guys.
Thanks for the game, Kazan. Awesome as always.
As
Thank you
always.
all. I'm glad you all had fun.
Thank you,
Yes.
Kai, for all your help getting that shit set up. It's very worth it.
I'm so
Indeed.
glad it went so well.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
my
you,
dog
Kai.
is whining.
I can't
Have a good
thank you
night,
enough.
guys.
Night.
So
Do you want to do the things, macros?
Things? Sure.
y'all have fun. Bye.
All right.
Night.